Razor B on this track.
Baby mama terrorist. BMT. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. Riding around trying to play the Romans, innocent with an evil soul. In public wearing fake hellos, behind closed doors she rock them horns. I moved on, she wanna teach me a lesson. Can't see my kids, man, I'm stressing. Couldn't see my son to give me his present. She got married to teach me a lesson, telling people she did nothing wrong, knowing damn well since I moved on. Thought that money would keep me home. Hell no, bitch, I'm gone. I don't know what you lost your mind. Try to say my name, but I know your kind. Saying I'm a deadbeat bitch, you lying. Fighting in court, man, I'm trying to be a father to my kids. She focus on the wrong shit, worried about another bitch instead of us co-parenting. Put my kids in grown folks' business, telling them lies, bitch, you wicked. Split personality, oh yeah, you twisted. Never thought I'd go through this. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups.
All stand, please. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. This honorable court now stands adjourned, sine die. God save the state and this honorable court.
Yeah. It's going to be a good one today. Man, you may be seated up in this motherfuckers. Man, shout out to the Bay Mama Terrace Bounty Hunters. I'm your host, Mr. Palmer. And what we're going to talk about today is the infamous Judge Wade McCree, the third, that is. A lot of y'all probably like, man, who was this dude? I don't know nothing about dude. You know, of course you don't. You probably don't. This happened in Michigan, Wayne County in Michigan. I believe that. I don't know if that's Detroit or what, but we're going to find out when we dissect this shit. But this was a judge who, yes, he's a family court lawyer. Family court judge. He's not a lawyer. He's a family court. Well, he was a family court judge. He was on a case. You know their job is to get child support and put the man in jail, set the father up for failure, keep him out the picture, and so on. This dude was on a case with a baby mama terrorist. Her name is Janine Lachey Mott. Yes. She was taking her baby daddy child support. His name is Robert King. She's taking the child support for unpaid child support. He wasn't paying his child support. So, you know what baby mama terrorists do? Run to the court, try to get that money or put the man in jail. Either way, set the man up for failure. But guess what? This judge started flirting with her. He started flirting with her. She started flirting with him. And then they start fucking around. Fucking in the chambers. Going out to ball games and shit. He's sending selfies and shit like that. And he's still on the motherfucking case. So he promised her, like a simp would, to get the money or put this man in jail. Yes, put him in jail. Man, he's still judging this case. He hidden in everything. See, Mr. King trying to run for that child support. And guess what ended up happening? What ended up happening is this same baby mama Terrence ended up getting pregnant. She said it was by the judge. So, of course he's married. Of course the judge is married. Yes, he is married. He was married. I don't know if he's still married or not, but he was married at the time. And like he said, ain't no shame in his game. He's known for saying, ain't no shame in my game. She started stalking him. She started threatening him, setting him up for failure. That's what these baby mama terrorists do. And first she was saying it was his kid. She was saying it's his kid. But then during the interview, she started to say, you know, she was saying it's his kid. But then later on, she started to say, I ain't talking about it, I ain't answering it. So I don't know if today if it's his kid or not, because when I try to look up and find out if that was his kid, never said he had another kid. So she could have been lying, but she was pregnant, but could have been that was his kid. But she was extorting him, taking his money. She made him file for divorce. Made him file for divorce, but he only did it to try to shut her mouth. And then it all started falling downhill once he filed a complaint that she was stalking and all that shit. And that's when all the shit came out. And she came out saying that, hey, he got me pregnant. I was fucking around. He was married. Just like these baby mom terrorists do. Yes. This happened back in 2013, 2012. I know some of y'all know about it, but a lot of y'all probably forgot about it. And that's why I want to bring it back to let you know when it comes to this family court and these punk ass judges, these judges don't give a fuck about you, man. These judges will go along and get along for these baby mama terrorists because they feel sorry for them, feel bad for them. You know, they mama was black too. So they get a flashback of their livelihood and they simp enforcement ass. These judges, majority of these judges are not about what's right. They're not for the real best fit. They're not about equality, equal rights. It's not about none of that shit. It's about looking out for these baby mama terrorist whores. Yes, you can't make this shit up. But what ended up happening, he did get suspended. He lost his career. He was banned for 6 years. And he tried to come back, but I think he was denied years later. I think back in 2018 or 19. You know, the last time I saw, he did a play talking about reparation at I guess a Pan-African event. That was back in 2020, so that was last year. You know, so he's not a judge. And I was looking at the comments. A lot of people say, "Hey, redemption," and he, you know, he's getting a second chance. You know, depending on who you are, that's when the black community say, yeah, I ain't mad at him and all that shit. But if it's me, you know, I fucked up and I'm just a nigga on the couch. But yeah, he's living his life and life goes on. But even his wife came out and said she was stalking and everything. And the wife supported him throughout the bullshit. You can't make this shit up. This dude was spending bread on this motherfucker trying to keep her mouth shut. But when you deal with a baby mama terrorist, that's nothing but extortion. And here's the unfortunate part. The unfortunate part, Robert King, the baby father, sued Judge McCree. And guess what happens? He tried to do a civil lawsuit. Guess what happened? They threw it out. And we're going to read why they threw it out. And that's why I tell you, you can't make this shit up. They know this court system is full of shit, but they don't want to be looked at bad. So that's like the lead attorney said, they'll just give it to the mother. Because even though she's not fit, and you give it to the guy who is fit, better fit, it's not going to look good for him to stay on that seat. He's not bringing in no money. That's why I tell y'all, these judges, majority of these judges are full of shit, the man or the woman. The black one, the white one, it doesn't make a difference. They all stick to code. But this motherfucker actually had a relationship with this motherfucker. And he was still on the case. Once he got into that relationship and started fucking around with her, he should have dismissed himself, pulled back off the case. But he didn't. He didn't. And that's why I say simp enforcement. That's why I say he the infamous, because a lot of people forgot about this. And a lot of people didn't know nothing about this. But remember what I was telling y'all yesterday in the video? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, B Candy, because B Candy sent me the link. I got some link, but she sent me the link. She the one who reminded me, like, I was like, I forgot dude's name. She sent me emails like, him? Yes. Send me the link. I got like 4 or 5 links we're gonna definitely watch. You're gonna see an interview with her, And that's why I say you can't make shit about these baby mama terrorists. But yet these judges look out for these baby mama terrorists. And Robert King, you know, he, like I say, he filed that lawsuit. He tried his best, but you know, hey, they not gonna side with you, even if you in the right, because it's gonna make the whole family court system look bad. This is why it's important for you men who's going through this, who never went through this, who've been there, done it, to know this is why 9 times out of 10, why you ain't get custody. This is why you didn't get equal parenting time. This is why you didn't get your due process. This is why you're not around your kids to this day, because these simp ass judges look out for these baby mama terrorist whores because it's beneficial to them. I did text Daniel Gaines because he know the laws and he's here, my brother from Missouri. And like he just said, that's why you file federal actions, because, and it takes time. You got to go through the proper steps. But when you get to that Supreme Court and you got your motherfucking T's crossed, your I's dotted, you'll get your just due. Might not be parenting time, and the baby mama terrorists necessarily don't go to jail, but you sue they motherfucking ass. Get something out the deal. It ain't gonna change the situation. It ain't gonna necessarily make you a happy camper, but just ruin their pockets. How you hurt them motherfuckers. See, so we're gonna watch this, and that the thumbnail that you saw with him, you know, doing that was him doing a selfie. He was sending selfies to her, and she put all that out there. And you know, you gonna see him in court, you know, try to state his case, and his argument was he had a sex addiction. His argument was he had a sex addiction. He admitted to it, you know, doing what he did. He said he had a sex addiction. That's why I say you can't make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up. But me being a dumb nigga off Cottage Grove, you know, I don't know no better. But this is why I tell y'all, this family court system is designed to screw men. They don't give a fuck about none of that shit. They don't care about no kid. They don't care about the best fit. They don't care about none of that. They don't. And that's the reality that people have to realize. A lot of these baby mama terrorists and these simple folks say, nah, paying child support is for the benefit of the child. Nah, that's a fucking lie that they put out there for you to think of, to think that's what it's really about. No, it's not. Now, don't get me wrong. You got women who got men on child support that do right with the child support money. They do it for their kids. They pay their own bills. We ain't talking about you. But these baby mama terrorists, majority of them are baby mama terrorist feminists that run to that court to make the man suffer and take that money and live their best life with it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, right. It has nothing to do with the kids. Now we got 70 people up in here. We got 43 likes. Let's definitely get the likes up. I'm glad it's over the 50%, but you know, I'm used to getting 80, 90%, and sometimes 100%. You know what I'm saying? While we on live. So, you know, I got to give my shout out. But before, I, you know, shout out to the people in the comments. I told y'all yesterday when we was doing, you know, the Father's Day, we talking our shit and everything. Now, y'all remember this, right? High value deadbeat, right? So I told y'all what I was going to be doing. High value deadbeat. I got a 2X shirt. 2X shirt. And I told y'all I'm going to do not a raffle, but how you going to get it. This is how you going to get it. You want 2X shirt? Whoever donate the most, all the way from now, whoever donates notes to the, I'm going to keep notes and everything else, whether it's Cash App or on the Super Chat. Whoever donates the most, I'll have it sent to you. And once whoever the winner is, just email me on babymamaterrorist@gmail.com with your name, address, and I'll send it out today. I will send it out today. And y'all know why I got the high value deadbeat. You know what I'm saying? Because number one, these stupid motherfuckers don't know what a deadbeat is. And now, like I said, if these baby mama terrorists and these simple forces are gonna say you a deadbeat, then hey, be a high value deadbeat. You know, I told you I'm that nigga on the couch. So yeah, I got a 2X. Same, you know, orange. I got it orange, black. And like I said, if whoever donate to the highest bidder, whether it's Cash App or Super Chat, it'll be sent today. Nah, it's not in the store, man. I'm broke. I ain't got no store. Nah, it's my thing. I made it. I ain't got no storefronts. All I got is a couch to lay on. That's it. So yeah. So let's definitely get this thing started. I want to see who's up in here. Oh man, we're gonna get this shit definitely cooking. We got Simply a Diva up in the building. We got my boy Maurice Y'all definitely follow Maurice, man. He's definitely out here cooking, man. YouTube hating on him big time. He had to make another page, but it's just fire. Matter of fact, Tommy Sotomayor was just on there, I think, a couple of days ago. Shout out to Maurice up in the building. We got my boy Abdul. We got Happy Universe. We got my boy Quincy X. We got Mike and Vince Perkins up in the building. We got Maurice from over east, Chicago. We got Charles D. We got the homie Brandon. We got my boy Pan African, Black Man Going Their Own Way. We got D Dub. We got JJ Green. We got B Candy. Shout out to her. I know she don't like this dude. We got Daniel Gaines in the building. We got Angry Bus Driver. We got Q Savage up in the building. We got Nicholas J. Fury. We got Level Up. He said, anybody read Child Support and Debt Freedom? Most likely Daniel Gaines have. Daniel Gaines most likely have, because he definitely know all that shit. And Yoga, somebody. We got Kareem up in the building, man. What's going on, bro? We got Jay Reed up in here. He say it has nothing to do with the kids. Never do. We got Yoga from the ATL, man. He out here grinding, man. Just coming from the DI and shit. We got who else we got up in here? We got Lou Business up in the building. We got Black Rain. We got Sir Randolph. I like that, man. Sir Randolph. That's what I'm talking about. We got Your Luxury up in here, man. You got to email me, bro, because I want to see what type of cars you got. I need to get rid of my scrapmobile. We got Mr. Hall up in the building. We got Dr. Thunder. I'm gonna hit you up later, Dr. Thunder, because we gotta do our live sometime this week, man. We're gonna definitely do it this week. Please subscribe to Dr. Thunder, man. He definitely doing his thing, doing the Lord's work. You know what I'm saying? Alpha male. And like I told y'all, he's a professor at a college, man. College University. Shout out to the brother. We got Son up in the building. We got Warhammer. We got Peaceful Pulley up in here. Shout out to you. Yeah, that's what we got in the comments. And want to give a shout out to the rest of the people that decided to tune in. Daniel Gang said, Reed, what up? He said, Jay Reed from Louisville, Kentucky. That's what's up. It was called, let me see, let me go back. I'll tell you what he was talking about. He was talking about, what is it at? It's called Child Support and Debt Freedom. And I know most likely you read it or heard of it. But yeah. So yeah, like I say, anybody want to get the shirt, whoever, like I say, donate to the highest bidder for this is a 2X. You know what I'm saying? And then also down the line, I got a, the Fuck Child Support mask. I'm going to do the same thing. When I had a hats, I'm definitely going to do the same thing with that. So, just definitely trying to put it out there, definitely grow. Yoga say sent the Cash App. Oh yeah, the Cash App right there on the bottom, MrPalmerD4S. D4S stands for Do for Self. And I appreciate when y'all do the Cash App because I get 100% versus, I think versus 60% from the super chat. But either way, deadbeats can't be choosy. Shout out to Brandon Sutton. He's up in here. He's about, if we on trial, then I vote guilty. Yeah, what's up, son? Finesse, what's going on, man? I shouted you out, man. What's going on? I just said son, but what's going on? Yeah, he just sent the cash. Let me see. Shout out to Yoga. He sent $5 Cash App. Appreciate you. He didn't send it to Desi Palmer, so I gotta give a shout out to you for that, right? Yeah. Mr. Conway up in the building. He said I was gonna ask my baby mama to Cash App because she getting all my money in child support. She'll give me the money for the Cash App, go back to court, say she won't triple for what she donated. Shout out to Dante Blair up in the building. But yeah, man, let's definitely get this thing. Just inbox me my email, babymama@gmail.com. That's all you gotta do. And we'll we go from there. We got the bill up in the building.
Monica.
Okay. Now here's the thing. Now I got the videos here. It's gonna be fair use. It might not be in order, but I'm gonna try to make sure it's in order as much as I can. But me being a dumb nigga off Cottage Grove, I can only do my best. But like I said, this is fair use. This is from Fox News too. I don't want nobody talking about, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you take somebody's shit, you know, they'll try to flag your shit. But it's fair use. Fair use. Fair use. Like I said, this is back in 2012, 2013.
This complaint was filed.
And this is when all this was filed. It's like 4 videos. It's only 18 minutes, but we're going to dissect this shit. Because like I told you, there are more simp enforcers than it is men. And a lot of them simp enforcers got power. A lot of these simp enforcement runs the country. They in the government. They the politicians. They these judges. They work for the law. These motherfucking lawyers. It's nothing but baby mama terrorists and simp enforcers that work in there. The few that's really about what's right, you don't see them. It's very few. They don't last that long because they don't want you going against the code, or they got to do one of them hide and seek shits. You know what I'm saying? Hide and seek ass nigga. You know what I mean? So, like I said, this dude is infamous, and he definitely try to save this bitch.
Here I come to save the day.
And yes, you could be a simp at any age, whether you're 80, whether you're 19, it doesn't matter. It's a simp is a mind. Being a simp is a mindset. Whether you was molded that way, whether you was raised that way, whether you was manipulated to be that way, it's a mindset. It's definitely a mindset. Adrian L. say, I'm from Detroit, and I remember when this happened, it's still a bunch of judges in the city just like this. I ain't surprised at all, fam. So it wasn't Detroit because they just said Wayne County. So it is in Detroit. It is in Detroit. It'll be a lot of political corruption in Detroit. It's been like that for years. Wow. Shout out to my boy Adrian, man. Let me salute you, fam. I love when I talk about these baby mama tails, these pussy ass judges, and somebody be from that shit like, yeah, I remember that. You know, even though I'm showing proof, I still like to see that somebody be like, yeah, I was from there. I remember that. Yeah, that's bullshit. Woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Simp is a mental infliction / illness. Father, I concern is an illness. Because anytime you're gonna take up for a bitch that set fathers up for failure, taking the father out the picture, lies, shame, and all that, it gotta be some mental illness, but it's definitely manipulation going on. So yeah, it gotta be some mental illness. So let's get this shit started. We're gonna watch Alexis Wiley get this shit going, and we finna definitely dissect this shit on the infamous Judge Wade McCree III. And the reason why I'm saying the third, because they just say McCree, they just say his name, they don't say the third. His father was a judge as well. And when you look up that name, it shows his father. They don't have him in the Wikipedia, so he might have had everything shielded and sealed and all that shit, because I can't find shit of the future. Even her, the baby mama Tess, can't find it at all. So, like I said, he's the third. And I think and before all this happened, he had two kids and he was married. I don't know if he's still married. I don't know none of it. I ain't got nothing about him. I think he tried to get erased, so he don't want nobody mention his name, but I ain't forget about that nigga. But thanks to B Candy, I just forgot the name. So let's get this thing started.
Monica and Huel, this complaint was filed Tuesday, and what it details isn't just shocking. Some say it may be criminal.
Hot dog. There's no shooting, no shame in my game.
But what's out?
Now you heard what he said. This is him. He said, hot dog. Ain't no shame in my game. Ain't no shame in his game. That's how a lot of these simp enforcers think. Ain't no shame in my game. That's what they do. Ain't no shame in my game. They call this game getting set up for failure by baby mama terrorists, taking up for these baby mama terrorists. They think they doing some shit. Shout out to Kareem for the $5 super chat, man. I appreciate you, fam. I want y'all to hear it again. This is what he said. That's what he known for. Ain't no shame in my game. Don't get me wrong. Let's be real. As men, I'm sure a lot of us sent selfies and dick pics and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? In this day and age, I wouldn't do it now. But yeah, we did shit like that, trying to get a bitch attention and try to link up. Maybe that'll make them come up and let you do a pump and dump or whatever. But if I'm a fucking judge, I'm a high figured, I'm not taking that chance of getting caught up. But when you so much of a simp and a simp enforcer, you'll take a chance of losing everything. Who was serving to the building? He said, oh shit, Let's go.
Monica and Huel, this complaint was filed Tuesday, and what it details isn't just shocking. Some say it may be criminal.
Hot dog. There no shooting, no shame in my game.
But what's outlined in this formal complaint should at least make him blush. Every count painting a picture of a judge who may have chosen sex over justice. As Fox 2's Charlie LaDuff first reported, Judge McCree was caught up in an affair with Janine Mott, a woman who was going after Robert King for child support.
This is her on the left, and this is Judge Wade McCree III. He ain't got no problem kicking it with her. He ain't had no problem. He out there some game. Look at him cheesing. She definitely cheesing. Like, yeah, I came up. I got me a judge that's gonna give me my child support and set this dude up, my baby daddy up, for failure. That's why she's cheesing. She got the best of both worlds. Now, y'all heard what I said, right? She got the best of both worlds. She got a judge that's representing the case that she's fucking, sucking, and everything else. And he is going to set this man, the baby daddy up, Robert King, to put him in jail and make him pay that bread. Don't that remind y'all of a baby mama terrorist that alienate you fathers out the picture, but then got a new Simp enforcer there? And what did he do? He's trying to fight you. He don't like you because she said you ain't shit. She said you don't want to be a father, but yeah, she's alienating. This judge is doing the same shit that these Simp enforcers do. Try to set the father up for failure, even though they know this bitch ain't right. But because he getting that ass, that's all he need to know. It doesn't matter. The shit that he's doing is no different than what these wannabe step simps do with the child's father. Aid assist these baby mama terrorists instead of minding his own business, or tell her, hey fam, you know, you supposed to be with me. Why you worrying about what he doing over there? He's paying his child support. He ain't bothering you. He ain't interfering with us. So what the fuck? But nah, he gonna jump to a bitch defense, even though he knows she's out of whack and wrong. He's no different from these simp enforcers who want to be simp dad and they ain't even married. This dude tried to set the father up for failure, y'all. But he cheesing. See, everything was cool long as they got along and wasn't no issues. You see what I'm saying? I just got a super chat before I do that. Let me do the super chat right quick, then I'll come back on. Want to give a shout out. This is from Quincy X. Quincy X gave me a $40 cash app. He said, happy belated Father's Day. It ain't belated, bro, because Father's Day is every day. You know what I'm saying? Yes, this was in Michigan, Detroit, Michigan. Yes, he donated $40 in the cash app. Appreciate you, my brother. So far, Quincy X is the highest bidder. So far, he's looking good on the high value deadbeat t-shirt. Like I say, so far so good. Let's see if somebody outbid that. Y'all, and even if y'all don't outbid them, y'all, you know, definitely still need the donation, because I'm trying to get off this couch, man. Trying to get off this couch, and I'm trying to get a love seat, man. I'm trying to upgrade, get one of them seats I can lay back, put my legs up. See, right now I'm just on this motherfucker, and then after that, when that fuck, I'm gonna be over here, and then after that, I ain't got shit left. I'm gonna be on the floor. So I definitely need y'all support regardless. You know, we got a 106. We got 106 people up in here, man, and that's what's up. That's what's up. We got 80 likes. Let's definitely get them likes up. But like I say, this dude's cheesing, she cheesing. The only one is hurting is the father. But let's continue. Ain't no shame in this game. That's how a simp is. Ain't no shame in that game. Them being bitch niggas and fighting a bitch for nothing and don't even know what's going on and don't like the father, even though he ain't got nothing to do with what's going on. That's what they do. They love baby mama terrorism, including these judges.
Have chosen sex over justice. As Fox 2's Charlie LaDuff first reported,
Look at him.
McCree was caught up in an affair with Janine Mott, a woman who was going after Robert King for child support. The complaint essentially alleges McCree allowed his relationship to influence his decisions.
Two people from work hook up, they make a baby. It happens, but in this case, they're not colleagues. She stood in his courtroom as a complaining witness in a child support case against her ex, and he was the judge deciding the case. That's creepy, and it's probably illegal.
Hot dog. Yep, that's me.
You remember Third Circuit Court Judge Wade McCree, the buff barrister we caught back in April texting nude pics of himself to...
This him right here, man, sending nude pics to the baby mama terrorists. You can't make this shit up, man. Shout out to Warhammer for the $2 donation. You get fun for your couch. I get a reach. Bet. Shout out to you, my brother. And like we said, a simp, it don't matter what age you is. This dude in his 50s. And I ain't gonna lie, he look good for his age. You know what I mean? But yet, you think that when you get a certain age, you stop doing certain shit. Now, when you're a simp, when you're a wise person, or you finally be smart, you know what I'm saying, you think, you know what I'm saying, like, man, I can't do the shit I was doing in my 20s, or my teens, even in my 30s. I'm 40, 50 years old. And you know what? Shout out to y'all, because some of y'all in y'all 30s and 20s not doing the shit that we did back then. So I respect y'all, because you don't want to get set up for failure. So shout out to y'all for that. Let's continue. Yeah, it's pervert.
to a female bailiff?
Yeah, no shame in my game.
His performance was so bizarre that the Michigan Supreme Court took the highly unusual step of censuring him for bringing shame to the profession and acting like a total McCreep.
She said she got it from me? Is that through him or she told you?
Through him.
Oh, so it's still hearsay. Oh.
Well, this isn't hearsay. In the middle of the judge's Supreme Court investigation, His Honor met up with her, Janine Lachey Mott, a woman who had dragged her ex-boyfriend into court on felony charges that he was ducking out on his child support.
I met him.
Now, this right here is the baby mama terrorist by the name of, what the fuck her name is? Janae Lachey Mott. You know, but I'm going to say Mutt. She have a kid with Robert King. She wanted to get him locked up. And she's gonna stay her case. And this how I tell you how these baby mama terrorists are. When they want to set you up for failure, she tried to set that judge up for failure. Not only she tried to set the father up for failure, she wanted to set this judge up for failure because he won't leave his wife. Now, of course, she's gonna try to make it like she didn't do nothing and it was him and all that shit. So check this out, y'all.
A woman who had dragged her ex-boyfriend into court on felony charges that he was ducking out on his child support.
I met him as a litigant, a complaining witness in his courtroom, and he stayed around after the case was over, and that's when the second half of the flirting started, and we went from there and our relationship picked up. It went from being a summer fling and just something to do to falling in love, promises of marriage, me getting pregnant, us buying a house together, name it.
Things move.
Now, you heard what she said. She said it was just a summer fling. You know, that hot girl summer shit. See, these baby mama terrorists been doing hot girl summer for many years before it was a title called Hot Girl Summer. See, they do this. And when I tell you these motherfuckers choose single motherism, this is what I'm talking about. Now, she knew, she said it was a hot girl summer. She knew it was just a summer fling and all that shit. But yet, you let him fuck you without a rubber. And yet, you let him shoot in you. And not only that, when you got pregnant, you didn't dare do a morning after. You didn't dare say, nah, man, I'm having an abortion. Nah, you just kept it going. Fuck him being married. Fuck him having other kids. Fuck him, that he really didn't want your ass like that. But you still got knocked up, pregnant. You chose single motherism, but motherfuckers would say, well, nah, it's on him. You can't make this shit up. She even said it was just a summer thing. And then I guess she said she had caught feelings and shit. You can't make this shit up.
Ducking out on his child support.
I met him as a litigant, a complaining witness in his courtroom, and he stayed around after the case was over, and that's when the second half of the flirting started, and we went from there and our relationship picked up. It went from being a summer fling and just something to do to falling in love, promises of marriage, me getting pregnant, us buying a house together, name it.
Things move fast, Janine says. McCree told her his marriage was loveless. Janine showed us hundreds of messages the two exchanged over the months, including this one where McCree asked her to keep the relationship under the covers. McCree: my judicial tenure commission has me nervous. As you might expect, I have to be real careful until this matter's put to rest. You are the complaining witness on a case that is before me. Naturally, if it got out that we were seeing each other before your baby daddy's case closed, everybody could be in deep shit. Why you want to spend time with a man like me remains a mystery. But if you'll have me, then as Bill Withers said, use me up.
See how these simp forces are? This is the text that he sent to her. You heard what he said? But if you'll have me, then as Bill Withers said, ain't that I said that in my shit? You can use me up. And then the nigga said smooches. See, that's what I'm saying, fam. You can't make this shit up.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
That's that simp ass talk. Well, you can use me up, then. You can use me. You can do what you want to do until shit hit the fan. Now all of a sudden you want to holler, woe is me.
No sunshine. Ain't no sunshine. Anytime.
She had pages and pages of text messages from this dude. But if you have me, then as Bill Withers said, use me up. Smooches. Who the fuck? What man say smooches? What the fuck? What man say smooches? Nah, fam. That's that simp talk shit, man. And this y'all judge. This y'all judge in Detroit. And y'all don't think that it ain't other judges like this? If they ain't fucking the witnesses that's going to court, they fucking the lawyers. When I was working at Cook County Hospital, everybody was pumping and dumping all up in that motherfucker, men, women, and all. So believe me, in the fucking Cook County Hospital get down like that, then I'm sure the court system ain't no different. The jails, you hear about the jails, motherfucking in the jail and everything else, ain't no different. This dumb motherfucker actually got with a low life ass baby mama terrorist, and he talking about some you can use me up. You know what I'm saying? And smooches and kisses emoji and shit. Nah, he ain't got no game. What simp got game? The simp might have a body. The simp might have money. He might got power. He ain't got no motherfucking game. That's one thing they don't get. That's why they try to, be more buff than the average guy. That's why they try to look sexy than the average guy. So even though he a simp, a baby mama terrorist will look over there and say, yeah, but he look good. Yeah, but he tall, and yeah, he this, and yeah, he that. I get away with this, and he'll do what I say. You heard he said, you can use me up. And that's why she did. She used your dumb ass up to the point where you lost your motherfucking career. Let's continue.
Smooches. The text came from McCree's phone number. He still has that number, and this is his voicemail. That's them at a Wolverines game. And that's a check he wrote from his dead mother's estate to help her pay for the house.
So I want y'all to see this. This is the check that he made. He wrote a check for $1,000 out of his mother's estate because his family's not broke. They come for judges and stuff like that. This from his mother's estate. He took $1,000 and wrote her a check for her to get a house. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. You just can't. But when I say that this court system is rigged, this court system is not for men. This court system is to destroy men and keep the man out the picture and keep that check going. Everybody will still say, who hurt you? You don't know what you're talking about. Deadbeat. You running for child support, which I am. You sleeping on the couch, which I am. But when it's all said and done, where that motherfucker at? When it's all said and done,
You can't handle the truth.
So I understand why y'all say what y'all say, because you can't handle the truth. You don't like the truth. This shit been going on. This was like in 2013. This shit like this been going on for many years. Just they ain't went public. They sweep it on the rug. So when y'all deal with these judges and they patty caking these baby mama terrorists, they could cuss them out and everything. This is why. This is one of the reasons why. Is it all judges? Nope, but it's a majority of them. Let's continue.
And these are texts between the two, plotting the punishment of Janine's ex, McCree. Okay, the math will be based on his failures since being placed on probation. But if you're right, the threat of jail will loosen his purse strings. Janine. Okay, so let's go with what you proposed. Go to jail 150 days, release upon payment of $1,500, or get a tether and bring back within 30 days $2,500 or serve 9 months. Bonus, pay within 30 days, remove tether. Now back to us. What are we going to do after court Thursday?
Ain't that a motherfucker? Did y'all see that shit?
Janine's ex got...
My fault. Did y'all see that shit? Made me press the button and skip over. I want y'all to see that again. This motherfucker talking to her about what's going on in the court case. And she's telling him what to tell dude of what she want and how long she want him in jail. I'll be goddamn. And y'all sit back and tell me that these judges do not pedicate these baby mama terrorist whores. I'll be this motherfucker telling her, well, okay, I'll give him to do that and have him do 150 days in jail. And if he want to get out, he got to get out with $1,500 cash, because that's what they do. They tell you to pay cash to bond out. And then, then when he come out of jail, then 2 weeks from now, or 30 days from now, you got to come out with $2,500. She telling him what to say. Like he said, what did he say? You can use me, Then he say that shit in the text, and that what she doing, using his ass up. And I ain't mad at her. Because that's their job as a baby mama to get all they can to make that father suffer, even if it means fuck a judge, suck him off, and fuck him in the back of the chambers and get her just due. You know what I'm saying? But y'all motherfuckers say this shit don't exist. Y'all motherfuckers look out for the female and say, that's not her fault. He did what he did. Yeah. Well, she used him up. This is why a lot of y'all going through, like our man said, the meat grinder. Not necessarily fucking, but he see how she look. He feels sorry for her with the wars, me and the Me Too talk, Me Too-ism and shit like that. There you go. Hell no, I ain't finna give your ass custody, father, because 1, I'm gonna lose more money. 2, I like the way she look. And 3, I might have a chance with this bitch. When you go to court, you see these whores wearing the tightest, not dress, tightest pants, bra and shit like that. When I go to court, I see this shit. I know y'all see it. Hell, you see them dressed like that at funerals nowadays. What the fuck? So, but like I said, they not stupid. Sex sells. Ain't that what they always say? Sex does sales. That's just reality of life out here. Sex sells. If I had some bitches behind me shaking their ass one time, fuck child support, I have more Simp forces on here just to watch these bitches than hear about what the fuck I'm talking about, but I'll get my views up. You know what I'm saying? You can't make this shit up. But people will get mad and say, why you talking about this? This was years ago and all that shit. And he redeemed himself and now he's doing reparations talking shit. So since he talking reparations, he's back to being one of us. He didn't do nothing. Yeah, it's true. You take accountability. You accept what you did. You make change with yourself. So I agree 100%. You damn right. But that don't mean that the past won't come back to haunt you. It doesn't. Even in the Bible, it say, you repent for your sins. But they also say you live by the sword, you die by the sword. So even though you repent your sins, but you've been running around killing everybody, robbing people, you may die that same way. And the reason why I'm putting this out here, because y'all need to realize that this court system is not designed for you. Not saying don't fight, not saying don't do what you got to do. What I'm telling you, this is what it is. A lot of y'all been misguided, sold out, set up for failure, and misled because motherfucker told you this all you had to do. Nah, a lot of y'all who did not get custody might have been going through this and didn't even know it. Not saying that he hit it, but he probably looked at her and said, shit, I might have an opportunity. Maybe if I tickle her chin and give her what she want, maybe I could talk to her down the line. Shit. Let's continue. I want y'all to read that text again when they plotting and she telling him how she wanted him to do his just due to set him up for failure. Damn shame.
And these are texts between the two, plotting the punishment of Janine's ex, McCree. Okay, the math will be based on his failures since being placed on probation. But if you're right, the threat of jail will loosen his purse strings. Janine. Okay, so let's go with what you proposed. go to jail 150 days, release upon payment of $1,500, or get a tether and bring back within 30 days $2,500 or serve 9 months. Bonus, pay within 30 days, remove tether. Now back to us. What are we going to do after court Thursday? Janine's ex got tossed in the can, but justice was equal here because Janine's ex got a jail bed and Janine got the judge's bed. Listen to what she says they did after court.
The day of, we then go to his chambers as usual, whether I leave out the front door and he lets me up the back, but in chambers all of the time.
What, sex?
You heard what she said? Go to the back, have sex, she go out the back door. She knew her worth. Your worth is going to the chambers, pump, dump, go out the back door. Let's hear that again. And look, she ain't looking all like guilty, sad, like, damn, I'm embarrassed. No, she's not embarrassed. Why was she? She ain't did nothing. She just played the game. That's why I say, she ain't gonna hold no accountability. She knew exactly what she was doing. And I ain't mad at her because that dumbass sucker said, you can use me up. So I can't get mad at her. But this is what y'all have to watch out for. Black men, white men, Hispanic men, Chinese men. If you in America, all y'all, this is what you got to look out for. Shit like this, because they all come in different forms. This bitch said, yeah, I went out the back door. And, you know, that was it. Let's continue.
Got a jail bed and Janine got the judge's bed. Listen to what she says they did after court.
The day of, we then go to his chambers as usual, whether I leave out the front door and he lets me up the back, but in chambers all of the time.
What, sex?
Yes. We have sex in his chambers very often.
Like on his desk?
On his desk, in the chair, the couch, you name it.
Fox 2 legal analyst Charlie Langton says this whole court's out of order.
This judge just got a little invitation from the Supreme Court to, hey, be a good judge just a little while ago. And he couldn't do that. Now, if there are charges, and I suspect there will be charges, certainly ethical charges, if not criminal charges, but the Supreme Court may get a second crack at this judge.
That's what the ex says. And he's no lawyer.
Look at this. I mean, it's basically he's basically listening to her to set me up. It's set up. I can't believe this, man. This is my life right here. They played with my life.
Yes, they did. They played with his life. And that's how the court system do. They play with your life, man. That's what they do. They play with your life. Believe me, them judges get a kick out of it after court. When they done with their cases, laughing, talking about, yeah, you see how I put that dude in jail? Yeah, I could have let him stay out and let him go ahead and keep working his job, but shit, why not? When I could put him in jail and set him up for failure. And then they might even say that dumbass bitch got a kid with him and all that shit. But yeah, but y'all reap the benefit off these hoes. So yeah, that's Robert King, y'all. That's the child's father, baby daddy, whatever you want to call him, deadbeat, because they quick to say deadbeat. But this is the guy right here. And I hope he watched this video. I hope he found out about it. I hope one of y'all know him and talk to him. I would like to have him on the show, either one of them. But I know the judge ain't coming on here. That baby mama Tez ain't gonna come in here, but he might do. Who knows? I would like to see that. I would like to see him come on here and state his case and how he felt, because I'm sure he felt devastated. You can't make this shit up. Yeah, stop the police. They do the same shit too. Yes, we know a lot of cases. They fucking them behind the motherfucking paddy wagon and shit.
They played with my life. They played with my life.
Janine says Judge McCree promised to marry her. She even went with him to file the divorce papers. Then she got pregnant. And then she went to the OBGYN. Janine, have you been sleeping with anyone else during our relationship, even oral sex? I'm asking now because they're going to run the test to know if the baby's at risk. And I'd rather hear it from you if I do, McCree. You have been my only partner since we encountered each other. So it was supposed to be happily ever after.
So now she says she's pregnant. I want to show back to that picture. It ain't let me get it, but we'll see. I'm pausing when to get there. But she asked, she say she ain't been sleeping with anybody in her relationship. I don't believe that shit. I really don't. But she says, have you been sleeping with anybody, or trying to see if she got some type of disease? And if the baby's healthy and shit like that. And of course he say, you the only one I've been dealing with and woe is me and all that shit.
A relationship, even oral sex? I'm asking now because they're going to run the test to know if the baby's at risk. And I'd rather hear it from you if I do, McCree. You have been my only partner since we encountered each other. So it was supposed to be.
This thing right here, boy. Look, matching, boy. Big house. Big house. He wear blue. She wear yellow. You know, that's the Michigan State colors. You know, the football team. You know, blue and gold or blue and yellow. You know what I mean? I mean, shit. They kicking the bobos like it ain't shit. They kicking the bobos. Hot dog. Ain't no shame in my game. Oh, the baby, see, a baby, she could have an STD. She could have an STD if while pregnant and don't know it. And if they don't cure the STD, then if the baby come out the womb, then the baby will end up getting the same disease. That's why. So they have to check. They do. When you get pregnant, they check your blood and check to see if you got any STDs, all that stuff, because they want the baby to be healthy when coming out. That's what it means. So yeah, when you pregnant, they check that. Anybody that's pregnant, you go to the parenthood, wherever you go, they check to make sure, because if that baby come out that womb and then she got an STD or something, they gonna get it. That's why when they got HIV, the baby don't have it unless they come out that uterus. So then they do they go out the stomach. They go ahead and cut the stomach open to get out that way so they don't get the disease. So you can't make this shit up though. Let's continue.
Happily ever after.
It even outlines text messages the commission calls improper, but you'll call downright gross. Like this one. Oh yeah, I text from the bench. After last night, it's all I can do not to off under the bench. And in another message.
That's a text message that he said, y'all. He said to her. That's why I say, man, that's crazy. I want y'all to see that text again. He said that he texted her while they was doing a court case because he didn't want to jag off while he was doing his family law duties. Ain't that a bitch?
The commission calls improper, but you'll call downright gross. Like this one. Oh yeah.
Here you go right here. He says, oh yeah, I text from the bench. After last night, it's all I can do to not jerk off under the bench. I apologize. He was doing a court case, somebody else. And I guess he texted her while he was in the court, while he was doing his best interest of the kids. And he texted her and she's like, you text me while you up there? He's like, yeah, because after last night, shit, all I could do not to jerk off under the bench. These niggas came in this shit. So he say he better text her for he jag her. So she put that bang bang on her. Pop go to Weasel. Pop go to Weasel. We got 135 people over here. We got 103 likes. Let's definitely get them likes up, man. Let's get them likes up. High value deadbeat t-shirt on the line. Let's continue.
Yeah, I text from the bench. After last night, it's all I can do not to off under the bench. And in another message, McCree even makes fun of the people who come through his courtroom, including a man he references as Monica Conyers' nephew. He texts, funny, I just had Monica Conyers' nephew before me. Ignorant as usual. And here's another one. Come on, you're talking about the docket from hell, filled with tatted up, overweight, half English-speaking, gap-tooth skank hoes. And then you walk in. I guess that.
Now, you see what I'm talking about? I told y'all, when you dealing with these judges, you don't think they talking about you behind the scenes? What? Wait a minute. No. Hold on. No, wait, whoa, oh. You, no. Wait a minute. Not you, Mr. Bennett. Hold on. Wait a minute. Mr. Bennett says, got served divorce papers today. Definitely not a good feeling right now. You lying. You lying. You lying, Mr. Bennett. You lying. We gotta hold off. Hey, we gotta hold off right quick. Wait, you lying. You can't. Nah, I know you lying. Mr. Bennett. I know. Quit playing with me, man. You ain't get served no divorce paper. Nah, man. That's like me saying that, you know, I'm off the couch for permanently. You lying. I'm lying. Nah, fam. You ain't getting no divorce. I don't believe that, fam. Nah. Nah, not you. Not you, Mr. Bennett. Come on, man. I know that. I know you ain't getting served no divorce papers and y'all live in the same house. I know you. Not you. Not you. Now, if I tell you I'm getting divorced from my wife, then yeah, Bennett trolling. He trolling, man. I ain't believing that. Because now, believe me, if I tell you I got served papers, I'm not lying. I'm not gonna say no shit like that. But nah, not him. We gotta talk, Mr. Ben. You gotta email me if that really happened. We gotta talk, man, because I want to know what happened. Because like you say, you married, you did it the right way. You raised your son, your daughter. And you say guys, you know what I'm saying, need to pick better and get the right woman, and you glad you did it the right way, and it can't happen. Please email me if that's true. If you ain't running no lies, you telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. I'm about to say, I knew you lying. I knew you. I didn't believe what you talking about. I'll pay you no attention. That's why I say let me stop the press right quick, because not you. It's good, it's great, but don't play like that, man, because you never know. You messed up and roll over out your bed and have a damn divorce paper underneath your pillow. Yeah, I'm about to say, I'm gonna start. Hold on, I'm gonna put that shit right. I'm like, hold on, we're gonna stop this for a minute. Shout out to Mr. Bennett. Yeah, I knew you was full of shit on that one. I wasn't gonna believe that. Shit. Even if she did give you a divorce paper, you wouldn't come on the show and admit that. You wouldn't dare. Cause you know how we get out. Hey, but check this out. I just told y'all that judges be talking about other people's in their case behind the scenes. I ain't surprised, because we was at the county hospital. People talk about patients, the trauma victims, how the family reacting, doing dumb shit. So same thing. Now he texting her about funny that he had Monica Connor's nephew before me. Ignorant shit as usual. I guess Monica Connors is a politician or a lawyer or somebody big. Hey man, be honest with you, if Mr. Bennett was going through the divorce, I would feel for him. But his kids are grown. He wouldn't have to worry about child support, his alimony, if he make more money and all that jive. But don't think I would say for him, hey,
ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
That's the only thing I could say, But yeah, I knew he was playing. But this dude is talking about whoever Monica Conyers' nephew is that came there for child support. And then we're going to listen to the next one. He called him skank hoe and all that shit. Then he talking about till she came in, she ain't a skank hoe. Ain't that a bitch?
Ignorant as usual. And here's another one. Come on, you're talking about the docket from hell, filled with tatted up, overweight, half English-speaking, gap-toothed skank hoes. And then you walk in.
So now you talking that sucker shit. So everybody coming in, gap tooth, tatted up, overweight, half-ass English speaking, gap tooth skank hoes. But then he said, then you walk in saying she's the glory from God. She's a queen, Mother Earth. She's lady, dear mama and shit. See, he don't see her like that. But everybody else come in is like that. But now she set you up for failure. She's like that. You can't make this shit up, y'all. You really can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Running that script, he think you run a script, but it's all lame. But these judges talk about you. They get a thrill about setting men up for failure. They do. They don't give a fuck.
I guess that text was some sort of compliment.
Have you ever heard of a judge calling some of his defendants gap-toothed skank hoes?
I have never heard a judge or even a lawyer, and we're not the cleanest people in the world, even suggest such a thing.
Joel Sklar is Robert King's attorney, and he's suing both Judge McCree and Janine Mott because he says all the evidence points to one thing.
They had already made up their minds what they were going to do, And they used a hearing as a sham to put into effect a plan to squeeze money out of Mr. King for their mutual benefit. And it's just not what is supposed to happen in a courtroom.
McCree's attorney sees this a little differently.
Judge McCree is a good judge. He's done a good job in the 16 years he's been on the bench. It's embarrassing that he allowed himself to be put in this position, and I think he should be sanctioned because of that. Judge McCree agrees that he should be sanctioned because of it, but I don't think that this deserves him being removed from the bench, and I don't think he will be.
Even this retired judge says this doesn't smell right.
We don't know how this is going to come out. These are very serious allegations. They look bad.
According to the text sent from McCree's phone, his wife found out about the baby and wouldn't grant him the divorce unless Janine aborted it. McCree: yeah, let's talk. I want, and does Laverne, this termination. You'll get whatever you want for it. I've been clear on that from the get-go. Whatever you want, you shall have. Janine: oh no, you act like I'm holding this over you. You asked me to get the abortion to help you in your divorce case.
Now shit is not the same. It's rocky now. Now, this is his text message to her. Yeah, let's talk. I want, and so does Laverne. Laverne is his wife. This termination. You'll get whatever you want for it. I've been clear on it from the get-go. Whatever you want, you shall have. Don't that sound like a lot of fathers who kind of broke or they fucked out of rubber because she said, oh, I can't have kids, my tubes tied and all that shit, or he just took the chance. So now that she's pregnant, now he like, man, get rid of the termination. I'll pay whatever you want. I'll do whatever you want to do, but please don't have this baby. And he even said his wife said she would not divorce him unless the pregnancy is terminated. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what he said to her. And I want you to see how these baby mama tags just flip like that.
Whatever you want, you shall have. Janine: oh no, you act like I'm holding this over you. You asked me to get the abortion to help you in your divorce case.
Now here she go. Oh no, you act like I'm holding this over you. You asked me to get the abortion to help you in your divorce case. See, and that right there, that means I ain't getting no motherfucking abortion. I'm not gonna do that when I can get more from having a kid. If I get the divorce, I only get so much, and then you could cut me off and go about your business, and that's that. But with the baby, I get 18 years of hair from your motherfucking ass and back. And just like my boy Mark just texted me, yeah, the judge like, ain't no fun if the judge can't have none. You can't make this shit up. All this for some peace leave. Let's continue.
What do you think people think of you when they hear this?
I'm sure the same thing I would think watching the news story, that she knew what she was getting into messing with a married man. And that's pretty much it. She should have never got involved. She should have known he wasn't going to leave. The typical. And that's why it was a fling, something to do for the summer. And it turned into more with his promises. And of course, I believed him with everything his actions showed me that he was leaving. He filed for divorce. I mean, there was nothing to say that we weren't moving forward.
Are you going to keep the child?
Yes.
You know damn well she's going to keep that child. That's a benefit to the eighth power. Shit. That's why I say these motherfuckers choose single motherism. They do, because it ain't about keeping the child because it's the best thing to do, the right thing to do, the God's way to do it. No, it's a benefit for them. That's all. She look at that sinister look. She don't have no guilt. She don't feel shame. She don't feel like a whore. She don't feel like a motherfucker that chose single mother. She don't feel like a baby mama terrorist. She feel like a motherfucker just getting in for the summer, a fling. Smiling, cheesy, yeah. She have no shame, but yet motherfuckers say this don't exist.
I never wanted to have the abortion in the first place.
Of course she did.
So why did this woman come to us? Because last week, Judge McCree went to the Wayne County prosecutor, claiming Janine was stalking and extorting him. Judge McCree failed to mention his baby, the house, or the child support case to the investigators. Still, the investigators looked into it and found his complaints baseless.
Removal proceedings underway today for Circuit Court Judge Wade McCree, and his defense has a familiar ring to it. Fox 2's Charlie LaDuff with the story.
Well, we're at the Washtenaw County Courthouse here in Ann Arbor today to hear some pretrial motions in connection with the dismissal case of disgraced Wayne County Circuit Court Judge Wade McCree. Now, well, the hearing was kind of weird. The first thing you got to know is Judge McCree didn't even bother to show up. That surprised even the judge.
I guess it should also be noted on the record that Mr. McCree is not here and evidently is not going to come, correct?
Yeah, there's no need, there's no rule that requires him to be here.
No, he didn't have to be here. I just thought he had some interest.
Now, the second weird thing about today is Judge McCree seems to be taking a page out of Kwame Kilpatrick's book. His lawyer admits that he was sleeping with a young woman that had a case before him, but those text messages, they can't be confirmed, and at best, they're irrelevant.
They haven't authenticated these messages at all. These have nothing to do with anything other than some titillation over some, I'm sorry to say it, 56-year-old guy who's carrying on a relationship with an attractive, very attractive.
Oh, damn. I didn't know he's 56 years old. I mean, this back then, y'all. This is 2013. I thought he was in his early 50s, like 51, 52. He looked good for his age. This dude, 56 years old, but still doing the same dumb shit that we did in our 20s.
Apparently, I've never seen her. 30-year-old woman.
We are not dealing with an extramarital affair by just anyone. We are dealing with an extramarital affair by a judge who had met his mistress during court proceeding on a case that was pending before him. A case that he had exchanged text messages discussing, communicating, talking about the sentencing of the defendant in a case in which Ms. Mott was the complaining witness.
So the judge ruled the text messages are admissible. Although he sealed them, we'll all be able to hear them come May 20th when the trial kicks off for real.
Today, the woman who was once his mistress testified about their numerous sexual encounters, including some in his chambers.
I asked him how he could be so stupid.
Stupid enough that Judge Wade McCree could lose his job.
Man, you see the look on. Oh, man.
I asked him how he could be so stupid.
Look at him, boy. He like, shit. See, what's that old saying a lot of y'all you say? Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Ain't no fun when the shoe's on the other foot. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no fun if the judge can't have none. Yeah, you see. And now, he not going through no child support, but you on the other end like one of us. And now she get to play victim, do the bullshit. Let's see what this motherfucker talking about. Shout out to the BMT bounty hunter. She pimped the judge out, yeah?
Stupid enough that Judge Wade McCree could lose his job. The star witness for the Judicial Tenure Commission, that's the fact-finding group for the Supreme Court, talked sex and more sex.
Between May and November of 2012, did you engage in sexual conduct with Judge McCree?
Yes, I did.
Numerous times?
Yes.
At least twice at the Westin Hotel?
Yes.
How about Judge McCree's marital home?
Yes.
How about your house?
Yes.
Janine.
Wow, so he has sex in the chambers, the Westin Hotel, in her house, in his house where he's married, where his wife lived. They was just all over the place, and this been going on from May to November. So, you know, I guess it wasn't just a hot girl summer. You can't make this shit up. And she had no problem even in the court. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah. Yeah, Burger King bathroom, Humpty dance, Humpty Hump. Yeah, Burger King bathroom, I'm sicklish. Dealing with a mistress, another low-life baby mama terrorist.
Mott testified that she's pregnant today, but is it the judges?
Ms. Mott, you were never pregnant with Judge McCree's child, were you?
Yes, indeed, I was.
Pardon me?
Yes, indeed.
You're not pregnant with this child now, are you?
I'm not answering any questions related to my pregnancy.
Issue is whether or not Judge...
She said she not answering anything related to the pregnancy. And that right there, when I saw this, after some of the interviews, realized it ain't his kid. She pregnant, but it ain't his kid. And then again, you know, these bitches be lying about being pregnant too. Shout out to Marcus Frazier for the $5 donation. He said, ain't no fun if the judge can't have none. Mr. Palmer, 2021. Yo, you wild, fam. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I got it from my boy Mark Stander. He texted me, man, because he watching it, but he don't have a YouTube account. And he said, I'm gonna use that shit. So shout out to Mark Stander for that. He created that. You know me, I give credit when credit is due, man. You know.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
I did come up with the she done use me up. I've been saying that, and he told her, you can use me up. You can't make this shit up. We got 138 people up in here. We got 119 likes. Let's just get up a little bit more. A little bit more. Looking real good though.
Yes, indeed, I was.
For me?
Yes, indeed.
You're not pregnant with this child now, right?
140 now.
Any questions related to my pregnancy?
Issue is whether or not Judge McCree committed judicial malpractice or misconduct is what it is. Is he a bad judge? But here's the deal. There was testimony today from Janine Mott that said that the judge was supporting her financially, that the judge gave her $5,000 for a down payment on a house that the two of them supposedly were going to live together. But nevertheless, and here's the deal. The more money the judge could get for Janine Mott from child support from her baby daddy, the less money Judge McCree would have to pay. Therefore,
did you hear that logic, what he said? First, he gave her $5,000, then he gave her that $1,000. But what he's saying actually makes sense. He put dude on child support and make him pay that bread. That's less money he got to spend. But it sounds good, but even if she do get the child support, she don't just want that. She want more money. See, what Robert King gonna be paying is scraps. He won't pay that much child support. I think it was $120 a month. This judge is got money. He got a trust. He got money from his parents that's deceased. So that's more of a benefit. She don't give a fuck about that child support now. She cares about it because she's a greedy whore, but she don't give a fuck about that child support no more. She got judge money. She got judge money.
issue is whether or not Judge McCree committed judicial malpractice or misconduct is what it is. Is he a bad judge? But here's the deal. There was testimony today from Janine Mott that said that the judge was supporting her financially, that the judge gave her $5,000 for a down payment on a house that the two of them supposedly were going to live together. But nevertheless, and here's the deal. The more money the judge could get for Janine Mott from child support from her baby daddy, the less money Judge McCree would have to pay. Therefore, it would appear, and I think this will be an issue here, that the judge has a vested interest in seeing that Janine Mott got money from child support, which was the case in front of the judge. That is bad. Now, Huel, tomorrow, we're going to hear from Judge McCree. And in the opening statements today, Judge McCree's lawyer, Brian Einhorn, said he's got a defense. It's called hypomania, which I think it's an impulse. I don't know if it's a legitimate diagnosis. We're going to have to find out.
Is that a sex addiction?
I don't know. Sherry, maybe you know about this more than I do.
I don't know personally, but
we're going to hear about it, the sex addiction. Now, whether or not we'll excuse what he's did or whatever. Now, we also are going to hear he's on medication for this hypomania. That should come out as early as tomorrow. Stay tuned, as they say, it's going to get in.
Yeah, well, we gave you a little taste yesterday of Judge McCree's testimony, and it was so interesting that we decided to give you the full version. Now, here it is in chronological order. We just cut out the boring tapes, the boring parts of this tape. So let's roll that.
I adjudicate more cases in the Wayne County Circuit Court than any judge in the Wayne County Circuit Court. I confess she was an attractive, striking woman, and she caught my eye. I'm a rather effervescent personality, and sure, we chatted. To use a term, we hit it off. I'm a middle-aged man. She was a young woman. She was pretty, and I'll admit I was excited. I don't want to say that the water came to the horse, but I must say she certainly was coming on to me with an ease that surprised me. It thrilled me. I was flattered.
So he's saying she came on to him, and I believe that. I believe that. I believe that 100%. I'm not even gonna lie. And a lot of stuff he say is the same shit I be talking about when it comes to these baby mama terrorists, when they want to start setting you up for failure. That's how these baby mama terrorists do men today. And this is why I say you gotta be careful who you fuck around with. See, he was 56 years old. He had a young woman to give him the eye, tickle his chin, and then he got aroused. He was hyped. He was ready to jag off under the bench and tables and shit like that. And then it happened again. So he said, hey, I'm gonna go for it. And it went on ever since. But let's continue.
To use the vernacular, maybe my nose got opened a little bit.
His nose got opened a little bit. Nah, you was a Cape and Simp sucker, fam. You fell for the bait. That's all to it. Be real with it. You fell for the bait. Yes, you did. And then that's when you...
Here I come to save the day.
Because on some real shit, yeah, he a goofy, talk like a goofy. Shit, goofy 100%. Because the thing is, even if he was trying to be sneaky and try to hit, you didn't have to do all that extra shit. You could have told her, hey, after this case is done, we can link up. Yeah, she knew what she was doing. And he knew what he was doing. Because the thing is, all he had to do, he knew dealing with her with the case going on, he can lose it all. You see what I'm saying? The Cash App Virgil is right here. MrPalmerD4S, right on the how you see it, bottom left. Yep. $, MrPalmerD4S. The thing, grown man business. What's going on, bro? This fool was smitten with that worn out head. 100%, bro. Shout out to grown man business, man. He's doing the Lord's work. He's been part of the manosphere way before I have, and he's doing the damn thing. And he's actually married as well. I think he's been married over 20 years. Got a beautiful daughter and everything. And he come out with real shit. He even tagged me in the video last week talking about these baby mama terrorists and how they choose single motherism and everything else. But he did it in his own way. And it was good to me, and I loved it. We definitely got to do a show. You got to come on the show one day. But y'all please subscribe to Grown Man Business, because he do talk that grown man business for real. Salute to you. But yeah, he was a goofy ass fool, because all he had to do was tell her, well, I can't hit it off now. I got to do my job. But after this shit is done, then we can link up and I'll chance it, because by you will hurt him more that he was on a case that she was involved in. That made it worse. Not the fact that he cheated on his wife, not the fact that he dipped off, but it was the fact that this baby mama terrorist and the baby daddy was on an ongoing case with him as judge. He texted her. He was so brown nosed from this motherfucker that he risked it all. That's his fault. I agree 100%. I don't know, Leroy, what happened. Hopefully he said actually he should be in court now, because he said 1 or 1:30 here at Eastern Standard Time. I don't know what happened with my boy Cincinnati, but if everything cool, I told him to text me and call me. So we'll hopefully, if I get a call from them, then they didn't put him in jail. If I don't get a call from 9 out of 10, they did some fuck shit. So yeah, we're praying for him. But this dude was automatically Simp. He was so thirsty, he couldn't even wait till after the case was done or withdraw from that case. He could have withdrawn from the motherfucking case and give it to somebody else. But no, he didn't do that. He said, shit, I'm gonna go along with this case, because as long as he thought he had her on lock. He thought that he'll be able to keep her quiet, pump, dump, whatever, and send her ass off. But look what happened. Now we call these baby mama terrorists stupid, dumb, and ghetto ratchet, but these motherfuckers are smart ass devils. The devil is smart. The devil know the Bible. These baby mama terrorists know the Bible of hoism. They know the game. They know that they can let you fuck them all day long, and one time they could set you up for failure. So you can fuck them for years and be all good, but one time it's only it takes to set you up for failure. One time is all it takes to set you up for failure. Just like they say, you could be innocent, but guilty one time, you fuck. John Gotti learned that the hard way. So that's what I'm saying. You can't make it shut up, but I want you to hear his case though, because this how he sounds down the line, just like we say about these baby mama terrorists.
And And, she caught my eye. I'm a rather effervescent personality. And sure, we chatted. To use a term, we hit it off. I'm a middle-aged man. She was a young woman. She was pretty. And I'll admit, I was excited. I don't want to say that the water came to the horse, but I must say she certainly was coming on to me with an ease that surprised me. It thrilled me. I was flattered. To use the vernacular, maybe my nose got opened a little bit. She would be at the apex of euphoria. She'd be at the abyss of near homicidal anger. You have all that hot passion.
Now I want you to hear this part. He talking about how she reacted, how she went from a so-called lady of her dreams, what do you say, smooches and shit, to now she turned to a Tasmanian baby mama terrorist. Before I press play, want to give a shout out to my boy Virgil for the $5 cash app. And he says, I really respect your platform, brethren. I appreciate it 100%, my fam, to the fullest. You can't make this shit up. So now you're going to talk about how she changed from being this nice, innocent, different from the skank hole that been coming in the courtroom with tatted up and fat and all that shit, to being the baby mama terrorist that Mr. Palmer talk about.
Surprised me. It thrilled me. I was flattered. To use the vernacular, maybe my nose got opened a little bit. She would be at the apex of euphoria. She'd be at the abyss of near homicidal anger. You have all that hot passion, all that good steamy romance at the beginning, and it ebbs.
He said that hot. He didn't say hot. He said hot. See, that nigga was sprung, whipped, and every motherfucking thing. You can't make this shit up. This dude was this dude right here, like I tell y'all, he's infamous for real. Now you're gonna talk about how she changed, twist, stalk, and everything else. You can't make, that's how they do. And they do it to the child 18 and 21 or whatever. Let's continue.
I had a minute, she wanted an hour. If I had an hour, she wanted an afternoon. If I had an afternoon, she wanted an evening. If I had an evening, she wanted a night. I was vulnerable, but my nose was open. I knew what I was doing when I was getting into this relationship. I lusted after this woman. And as my wife calls me, the great accommodator, I was trying to work with her, help her. I tried a couple, 3-4 times. She would sweet talk me back into it. Oh, wait, things are going to change. They're going to be better. And I'd believe it.
Don't that sound like these baby mama terrorists that, a lot of us been in relationships or marriage and we stuck around because she said it was going to change. She said that I'll stop being controlling. I'll stop interfering with the discipline of the child, and I'll stop with the attitude and shit like that, and we entertain it. He sound like one of us to try to stick around for the kids or stick around to hope for things to change and work, because you got to give somebody a chance, right? This is why nowadays you have men that saying, I ain't getting married, I ain't having kids, or I ain't getting married, I'm gonna have a surrogate. This is why men say, fuck that, why chance it? This dude is saying the same shit that a lot of us said, how they switched 360. And I noticed she switched when she got so-called pregnant. You can't make this shit up, man. Whether if he's a broke nigga, a high-class nigga, or a dumb nigga like this dude, you can't make this shit up. They all one of the same. That's why I say they all these baby mama terrorists, they light-skinned, dark-skinned, fat, skinny, tall, short, they Mexican, they black, all this shit, but they got the same goddamn bloodline. That's why I say these are the devil's son-in-law. The reason why I don't say the devil's sister-in-law, because they all so masculine, act like fucking dudes, and think they could go out there and be men with the feminist ideology. I call them the devil's son-in-law. They all are the devil's children. And they raise their kids to be same thing. Some bastard ass simp, some simp enforcer. And this dude right here come from both parents. So that's why I say majority of the time when you raised by both parents, it's better. Now I told y'all, he's successful. He got money. He got power. He got a little fame. They know who he is, right? But what I tell y'all, he's considered high value, right? That's why I tell y'all, when it comes to this high value, You could be a high value simp. You could be a high value sucker. You could be like him, a high value she done use me up ass nigga. So this is why I tell y'all, we had to change the laws in our mind. You could be high value any motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? This dude right here, if he wasn't going through this shit, he'll be considered as a high value man. Now, us as men who know better, he'll be a high value simp. And we don't look at you as high value, but that's what I'm saying. From that logic of high value, he wears a suit, he makes more than 6 figures. He got colleagues, he's around other people that make 6 figures. He's doing all this shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say, no, it's not funny. That's what I'm saying. But these are the ones who runs the court system. These are the ones that tell the man you are not allowed to be a father. These are the ones that say you going to jail. These are the ones that say we take your license, we take your CDL, we take your house, we take your livelihood, we take all the shit you got going on. These are the ones. But they say these are high value. That's why I told y'all, we as men have to change the laws in our mind, and then we become high value, but not high value like this shit. This dude is telling y'all he fell for the bait just like the average nigga do. He was a sucker. He was brown nose. His nose got wide because he was 56 years old and he thought he's one of Stella got a grew back ass niggas. No dick discipline. He lacked that, and he 56 years old. That's what I tell y'all. Age ain't nothing but a number at a certain point with society in these day and age. That's why I say don't be high. That's why I say a lot of these cats are considered high value. But high value what? You ain't a high value man. He's a high value capable simp sucker that's talking about you can use me up. But I know I'm just a dumb nigga on the couch and don't know no better, but that's okay, because like I said again, you can't handle the fucking truth that I put down. Shit. But now I want y'all to listen how he say this bitch went from being a good woman and all these smooches and shit like that to now she's a terrorist and terrorizing his fucking livelihood. Let's continue.
And as my wife calls me, the great accommodator, I was trying to work with her, help her. I tried a couple, 3-4 times.
I tried.
She would sweet talk me back into it. Oh, wait, things are going to change. They're going to be better. And I believe it. So she wanted me. She wanted to become Mrs. McCree. And when I said, no, we can't go at this speed, she said, well, how about if I tell your wife?
Now, you see what I'm talking about, y'all? I believe that to the fullest. He ain't lied. He ain't lying about that. She wanted the wife out the picture. She thought she was high value for him to leave his wife and get with her, and she be McCree. You see what I'm saying? I believe that because she knew she had it in the bag. Once she got pregnant, she wasn't doing that shit before. Now, don't get me wrong. She came out and said, yeah, we've been fucking around. But it's when she got pregnant, it's when she said, shit, I get more than this. And she didn't want him because he was a good guy and all that. She saw opportunity. She saw that she could benefit from this forever. That's why the majority of these whores get married. The benefit. That's why a lot of guys say, I ain't getting married, because all they got to do is say no fault and get alimony and child support and everything else will go along with the motherfucker. So I'm not mad at y'all. I can't get mad at y'all, and I would not get mad at y'all. And just like Mark just said, the ghetto pussy turned him out. Yes. It did a 360 flip. Somebody send me a cash out. Let me check it out right quick. Shout out to my boy Sir Tice for the $5 cash out. Appreciate you, my brother. Also want to give a shout out to Charles D for the $5 donation. Stella got her groove back tight, ninja. Hell yeah. Shout out to you, fam. Man, hey man, I'm telling you, you can't make this shit up though. But everybody say the court is fair and the court is about the most best fit, and I got custody minds and all that bullshit. A lot of y'all ain't get custody because of shit like this. Not like I say, not necessarily that he hit it, but he saw how good she looked and everything, and he said, shit, I took her chin. I will say I got 148 people up in here, got 141 likes. I appreciate it to the fullest. At least while we doing our show, I like to have it close or 100%. This is like 90-some%. I appreciate it. You know, surprised I ain't get a dislike, but that will come in. But yeah, this dude said she's flipped from a angel that he called it to a Tasmanian devil. You can't make this shit up, but let's continue.
She wanted to become Mrs. McCree. And when I said, no, we can't go at this speech, she said, well, how about if I tell your wife? I was lonely. This woman did feel a void that I was feeling at that time. I apologize.
Now, he said this young woman was feeling a void that he had inside. So that sounds like one of the Me Too motherfuckers be talking about, I was around because he was fulfilling my void inside because they was hurt from some shit in the past. Just like the baby mama Terrence we talked about, Garland Gibson. She just got out of getting mistreated and cheated on, and then she turned around and got with Garland, a better bum, even though she was pregnant, even though she had kids, and she turned around and threw him out because he did the same shit because she had a void too. You can't make this shit up. You trying to play victim. Ain't nobody hearing that shit. Yeah, I got a dislike because, when I mention it, then I get one, you know what I'm saying? It might be because I said it. Might be because, it might be because, it just came at the coincidence. But it's all good. I don't get mad about dislikes. But like I say, I'd rather get a dislike than no like at all. So shout out to the person for the dislike. So you know what I always say.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
Not at all. Because it seems like after the dislike, they got rid of the dislike. That's what I say. Some of y'all, like yesterday, I'll be playing around doing it on purpose. That's cool. Now, it ain't a hater because they took the dislike back after I did that. And now we got 154 people, man. But that's what's up, man. Let's continue.
I'm sorry. What are you going to run by the prosecutor?
Nothing. With Miss Mott, in many of these matters, you got to tell her what she wants to hear, or she continues to sweat you. She always wants.
You heard what he said? You got to tell her what she want to hear because she like to sweat you. He tell the truth when it comes to these baby mama terrorists. Yeah, the judge gave me this like, Fry, he shouldn't, because all I'm doing is telling the truth of what he's saying. This ain't, I didn't create this. He did. Shit, but he finna break it down on what you got to do. And it seemed like that's what we had to do to stay around and try to stay around to stay in our kids' lives. Pretend like shit's happy. Make it look good on the outside. Be less quiet. Don't cause no bullshit. Don't make it worse than it had to be. Don't say nothing. It's like I tell y'all, man, it's why we have to definitely speak our piece, tell our story, keep our veins cold, and don't entertain these baby mama terrors, because you being quiet and you trying to tickle their chins ain't gonna help you. It's gonna make them get that energy that, I keep doing this and get what I want. I'm not gonna still let them see his kid. Nah, fuck you.
In many of these matters, you got to tell her what she wants to hear, or she continues to sweat you. She always wanted, the next biscuit. That's cool. I run it by the prosecutor.
He said she wanted the next biscuit. So yeah, she's one of them dog eating motherfucker, a bitch. And I want to give a shout out to the people here. It was 154 people. Now it's 157. I got 153 likes. I definitely appreciate y'all, because I know some of y'all ain't even subscribed to the page. Please subscribe to the page, because this type of shit we talk about when it comes to this court system and child support, who do not give a fuck about equal parenting when it comes to the father. He's a money grab. He's a piggy bank. He's just a provider. He ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? And this the shit I'm just trying to put out there that's real. If y'all going through the courts, this what y'all type of judge might be. But see, now the shoe's in the other foot. So now he got to play the role like a baby daddy that's getting mistreated and used. You can't make this shit up, though.
All right, we're done.
We've gone through these text messages, about 8 or 9.
Look at him. Look at him.
I would delete every message I get. You make it, you delete it, you receive it, you delete it, and so forth.
Why didn't you recuse yourself come Monday morning?
It was an absolute bonehead oversight. I am sorry, Your Honor.
Bonehead.
What's Rachel's dad's name again? Yeah, that does, but you can see, I apologize. I didn't. Thank you.
The question. Does this remind you now that he's going to be in?
Now, ain't that how he's over talking? He's getting hyped up. Ain't that how a lot of the fathers do when the judge say some bullshit And you like, wait a minute, hold on, that ain't how. And they tell you to be quiet and shut your mouth. And you like, nah, but she lying. But nah, shut your mouth, shut your mouth, shut your mouth. And all you got to do, you got to just shut your mouth. He's doing the same shit that I'm sure a lot of us has done, because the lies, the bullshit, and the shit that the people entertaining. Look at him. Can't make this shit up. Shoes on her foot.
No, thank you again. I should have recused myself or transferred the case, but I did not punish or give unnecessarily favorable treatment to the man either. He got his probation. On he went.
Paragraph 76 of the complaint. They mention a text here talking about the docket from hell, filled with tatted up, overweight, half-assed, English-speaking, gap-toothed, slank hoes.
Correct. It's flat. Come on. I apologize, Your Honor. She was there to incite Laverne to basically throw me out the house so I'd come running to her and then she'd take me back into her arms. I did not think it would get to that extreme. I mean, to me, this was already bad television. Her answer was, I felt I had to do it.
Don't that sound like them baby mama terrorists? Don't that sound like one of the baby mama terrorists? I felt I had to take you to court because you pissed me off. You said you was gonna marry me. You said you was gonna come back to me. You said you weren't gonna get with nobody else. You said it was just us. You can't make this shit up, fam. You cannot make this shit up. But y'all motherfuckers sit back and say it don't exist like that with these baby mama terrorists. This dude is going through almost the same similar shit that we go through. He's just way more emotional. You can't make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up. She was trying to destroy his sanction, his livelihood, because he didn't want to be with her like that. Well, be honest with you, you shouldn't have fucked in the first place. And this is why I tell y'all as men, we have to change the laws in our mind. We have to have higher value in ourselves. We got to take accountability. We have to fix ourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. And then we have to make change within ourselves. We have to do. We have to have discipline. We cannot just fuck a broad because she look good and you know you can hit it. We definitely have to make them earn even a conversation, earn the pain, earn the sex, earn to come to my house. You got to earn that shit. Why should I have sex with you? I ain't get no benefit out of it. I get a nut and that's it. But because I know what could happen if a oopsie happened or I rush something. And now 18 years of slavery or 21 years of slavery to a woman you know you didn't want to have kids with, you set up for failure. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. But like I said, he going through the same shit that a lot of us went through, not because we cheated on our wives or cheated on our girlfriend. This is a motherfucker you was in a relationship with and you thought it was going to be something, but you saw the light afterwards. And we fucked up. Felt I had to do it.
Bad television. Her answer was, I felt I had to do it. When I said, okay, what are we going to do about this? And then she says, oh, guess what? No, now I'm having twins. You know, in my late 50s, I'm not looking to be a new dad. She gets...
You heard what he said, right? I'm in my late 50s. I ain't looking to have no new dad, but yet you pumped the dump all up in her. You didn't think... Just because you 56 years old, don't think you can't get a bitch pregnant. I know motherfucker in their 60s, they got a bitch pregnant. So that ain't shit. and like he said, he wasn't trying to have no baby. And Candy said, do you think as a judge he gave other fathers mercy? Hell no. Hell no, he ain't gave no father mercy. He set them up for failure. He wasn't no cool ass judge. He wasn't cool. He was a simp ass judge. Mr. O said his dad was 52. I had older parents. My dad was 39 when he had me. My mom was 5 years older, so that's 44. But I was the last kid. It wasn't no oopsie and accidents. You know what I'm saying? They was married. But like I said, she knew what she was doing, and he acted like he didn't know what he was doing. You knew what the fuck you was doing. I don't feel sorry for this dude. You know what I'm saying? Because all the men he probably prosecuted, and he heard he said he had the most courts and than any judge in the county. You know what I'm saying? And then now she's saying she got twins. So to me, she probably lying about being pregnant in the first motherfucking place. And matter of fact, even if she was pregnant, how much you want better than his? Because I looked it up to see that did he father that kid? It never came up. It never came up. You know what I'm saying? My boy V said, well, nah, it might be a female. Vera, I hope you're a female. Vera said my dad was 42 years old. So that's what I'm saying. I had older parents. And that's why I had a lot of knowledge. That was the pros of having older parents and learn about old school music and old school this. And the only thing I ain't like was my dad was strict. My mom went that strict. My dad was more strict. And I'm like, I'm a boy. You strict like that to me? But he was worried about the streets and the gangs and stuff like that. So I understood when I got grown why he was the way he was. But it's a pro and con to having older parents, but it's definitely a pro to con to having young parents because that shit ain't cool either. It's worse to me, but to each his own. But yeah, this dude is set up for failure by the same baby mama terrorists that did us. Let's continue, man.
And okay, what are we going to do about this? And then she's, oh, guess what? No, now I'm having twins. You know, as in my late 50s, I'm not looking to be a new dad. She gets from Wade her November house note, and she gets the termination, and we all go away.
The rest of the text message.
Did you have any other thoughts about it?
Oh, yeah, that she's clearly looking to bring me down. This is at the time when Laverne and I are trying to work Miss Mott to get the termination so we can all walk away.
See, that's how bad it got. It got so bad, he had to tell his wife what was going on. Then again, to be honest with you, she probably knew what was going on. Because nowadays, you got wives that say, well, you know, we rich, we got money. I'm not going to leave this shit. Why would I be dumb enough to leave? And then I seen movies and documentaries and shit like that. They like, just fix it. Just fix it. And she helped him to try to get her to have an abortion. So the wife wasn't going nowhere. The wife wasn't going nowhere. So she thought that she was going to get rid of the wife and all that. Hell no, because she saw the benefit of staying versus getting divorced. Yeah, she get alimony. The kid's grown, but she'll get alimony and all that stuff if she make way less money or she don't have to work. But she say, shit, why leave? We've been married all these years. I still love him. And I respect that. And she thought she was going to be a home wrecker, and that failed. But she did destroy his career and everything else. But she didn't fail. She didn't destroy the marriage. And shout out to the wife. I ain't mad at you. But like I said, that's how bad it got. He had to tell his wife what was going on. That's how you know it's bad. Let's continue.
I'll need just a minute. I'm not techno savvy at all.
No, not savvy at all. And that was in his own defense. He's going to be cross-examined next Tuesday, and he's going to be eaten alive.
What do you think he's going to say on the cross?
I think he just said it. I mean, basically, they're going to pull all this stuff up. Did you lie when you said you eventually recused yourself because your children had met? Not that you two were sleeping together or sharing a house or paying the bills, or there's a lot of it.
And again, it's not the sex or the adultery that's illegal. It's the possibility that sex may have influenced his decision in court.
Making on the bench.
And when he made a mockery of the bench, that's part of this thing. You can be removed just for being a buffoon. You can. Judges are held to a higher standard.
All right, Charlie.
Next
See you
week.
Tuesday.
All right, thank you.
So yeah, that's that right there. The video, you know, talking about, you know, him going to court back and forth. Now I want y'all to see this is a quick one. This when the father, the baby daddy, Robert King, he files a lawsuit against Judge McCree. It's just for 2 minutes. Let's check this out. Like I said, fair use. You can't make this shit up. He filed a lawsuit against McCree. And Virgil said, this is a brief look at what Dr. Moise Twatkins is about to experience. Well, that's if he dip off and get with another broad, then yeah, he will. But she married him because it was a good look for her and, you know, opportunity. And I guess he told her the same thing. She can use me. So, you know, I will say this time, there's 150 people in here, got 164 likes. I did get a dislike, and that ain't because I submitted about dislike. So I know that's probably legit. So, you know, I got to give you a shout out for the dislike, and I appreciate you. Y'all know how I feel about that.
Bitch, fuck all y'all.
Yes, I really appreciate you to the fullest. It's funnier when I actually get a dislike, and it's actually one there. Appreciate you. But let's watch this video right quick. Moist Knockins. Y'all stupid.
In less than a year, Circuit Court Judge Wade McCree has gone from hot dog to hot water to hot mess.
As Fox 2's Charlie LaDuff reports, Judge McCree will now have his own date before a judge.
I can't believe this, man. This is my life right here. They played with my life. They played with my life.
They were playing with his life, and now Robert King is playing for keeps.
Hot dog. Yep, that's me. Yeah, no shame in my game.
You remember Third Circuit Court Judge Wade McCree, censured last year for nude texting? Then last week, he was suspended without pay by the Michigan Supreme Court pending an official investigation into judicial misconduct. McCree allegedly slept with a woman with a child support case before him and conspired to shake money out of the father's pockets.
Look at this. I mean, it's basically he's basically listening to her to set me up. It's set up.
Now, King has filed a suit in federal court against McCree, asking for validation that he was done wrong for an unspecified amount of money and a restoration of the dignity of the court.
This is a case about a constitutional violation by Wade McCree and Miss Mott, who conspired to deprive my client, Robert King, of his 14th Amendment and 5th Amendment due process rights.
You can't sue a judge. They have immunity.
Well, in this case, there is no immunity because all of the acts that took place are known as non-judicial acts.
You already said you can't sue a judge. A judge has immunity. And the man explains on this situation, he don't have immunity. And this is what I'm saying. These judges able to fuck up a case, especially with child support, and they won't get penalized. I hope you know that judges have some type of insurance policy they have to have if they do get sued. Yeah, I know a lot of y'all didn't know that. Yeah, you sue the judge, and if you win, they got insurance. Just like a doctor who got insurance for malpractice. Even nurses have it. You can get as a nurse. A lot don't, but you get even as a nurse because you can sue the nurse. They get that malpractice shit, and they still be able to do what they do. But yeah, a judge have immunity. They can't do no wrong ass nigga.
Because all of the acts that took place are known as non-judicial acts. A non-judicial act is something that is not protected by immunity, and I'm confident that this case, that Judge McCree cannot avail himself of any immunity, nor can Miss Mott whatsoever.
So you're suing on the grounds of pillow talk?
I guess we are.
Can you give this to me in simple English?
I mean, basically, it's bring awareness. It can't happen. How can it happen? Judges are supposed to be the most honest people, plain and simple. That's what we were all taught.
I wasn't never taught. I mean, maybe that's how it should be. I was never taught that the judge is honest people. That I never thought of. I never was taught that judges are righteous. A judge should be righteous. A judge should be about what's right. But he said that's how a lot of us were taught. But it's no different from saying we was taught that if you was on child support, you didn't want to be a father. So it's no different. That's why I say how society teach you that deadbeat means he didn't want to be a father. You don't pay your child support. If you pay your child support, you're a deadbeat. If you're behind your child support, you're a deadbeat. If you're not with the woman that you had a kid with, you're a deadbeat. Even if you're in the picture, you still a deadbeat. That's what society taught you, and that's not even the definition of a fucking deadbeat. So that's what I say. Society has taught us, which is a form of manipulation, to teach you how they want you to be taught. That's why they don't teach you the true Black history in public schools and in schools, because if they told you the truth that Nat Turner did this and Nat Turner did that, you don't think that somebody had a mindset to say, I want to be like Nat Turner? No, they want you to be like Martin Luther King and turn the other cheek and nonviolence. That's why they didn't talk about Malcolm X like that. They just said by any means necessary. That's it. That's why we have to learn our history. They don't talk about Jim Brown or John Brown that killed white folks to try to get the free slaves and went to war. He the reason why the Civil War came out with the North and South, because of him. When he got hanged, that's why. He the reason for that. He fought. But they talk about who? Abe fucking Lincoln. He freed the slaves. He's the reason why. Fuck out of here. Lie. So like I said, society teach you what they want you to know. Don't fall for the bullshit. You have to seek and learn for yourself when it comes to this system and shit in life, period, man. These baby mama tears that run to these courtrooms be for failing relationships and failing divorces and to hurt that man. And these judges like this aid assist these whores because it's a benefit to them, whether it's the pussy, whether it's the powers, they keep the seat, be a high value man that they so-called want to be. Let's continue.
We go in front of a court of law, we swear on the Bible. That's something that they swear to when they took the seat. And how can you do this? You can't do it to anybody. It's not just me. Now you got to backtrack and pay attention to what's going on.
What if you don't make any money on this case?
It's not about the money. It's about awareness. It's about that everybody doesn't get a fair shake.
And he's telling the truth. It ain't about the money. It's about bringing awareness. And that's all I'm trying. And look, that's all I'm trying to do with my platform. It ain't about changing the laws, because I don't see the laws changing. If it do, it's little by little bullshit here and there, because they're not going to change enough to lose that $51 billion crime bill. So it's about spreading awareness for men who not going through it, even women that's not going through it. Spread awareness that is not what you thought all these years, what your mama taught you, even your Simp ass daddy taught you, or Simp dad taught you, or what the news taught you, what Obama taught you, what Bill Clinton taught you, what these left Democrat taught you, what feminists taught you, Black Lives Matter even taught you. It's been lies all the way around, fam. And sometimes you got to see for yourself, because they'll tell you anything. I even told my kids, you can't go by what you hear, because they could tell you any motherfucking thing. You have to go by what you see. Believe me. But you so manipulated, you're going to believe anything that you heard. You can't make this shit up. Let's continue.
It's people that probably does deserve it, but it's a lot of people that probably doesn't. And who knows now when something like this can easily happen. It can happen to anybody.
So this is your gift to society.
I mean, I guess it is.
Downtown Detroit, Charlie LaDuff, Fox 2 News.
You can't make this shit up. Right. Yeah. Hit them in their pockets. And that's what he tried to do. And you heard what I said, Pan-African. He tried to do. What I mean by he tried to do, I'm going to read something to y'all. Then we're going to go with the interview with the baby mama terrorist. But the brother didn't win his case. They dismissed the case. And you would think, why the fuck would they dismiss this? This shit was all public record. This out there. What the fuck? What kind of shit is this? How? We're gonna read how. And I told you, you cannot make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up. Hold on, make sure I get the right size. Why let's fuck this shit right. Get this out of here. Bullshit right here, man. Don't we always talk about SCOTUS, SCOTUS? SCOTUS ends lawsuit. SCOTUS end the SCOTUS. And we talked about this because of people like Yoga, Noble, Daniel, even OG. Scott is in lawsuit against the judge. We're going to read this shit. I don't know why they be doing that. But I'm going to read it and we go from there. This motherfucker got the whole damn thing. Let me shrink this down because I want y'all to really see this. All right. Supreme Court in his lawsuit against shirtless judge who had an affair with a woman whose child support case he was overseeing. Right? Now, let me take that off so y'all can see it. Now, as you see, Wayne County, we ain't got to see that part, but we'll go to the story. The Supreme Court has ended a lawsuit against a disgraced Detroit judge who had an affair with a woman. There we go. Had an affair with a woman whose child support case he was presiding over. It was revealed on Monday. Former Wayne County Judge Wade McCree, like I said, he the third, had a sexual relationship with Janine Lachey Mott while he was overseeing the case between her and her ex-boyfriend Robert King in 2012. During the affair, the married father of two, because he had two kids, who once reportedly bragged there was no shame in his game about a shirtless photo he sent to a court deputy, had sex with Mott in his chamber. Now, he sent a shirtless photo to a court deputy, meaning the sheriff or whatever. So he already had an incident prior to this sex with the baby mama terrorist. And that was ongoing investigation. Then this happened. See, no shame in my game, the shirtless photo is what he sent to this court deputy. Not the baby mama terrorist. Or he sent to the both. After the thirsts were revealed, McCree was named in a lawsuit by King, who accused the judge of violating his civil rights after he ordered him to wear an electronic tether until he paid child support. So he didn't put him in jail, but he made him wear an ankle monitor until he paid his child support. You can't make this shit up. King is the person who we saw in the news with the lawsuit. This the judge right here. This the baby mama terrorist right here. This him, no shame my game, selfie. Now check this out. In the lawsuit, King claimed McCree, who had worked in Wayne County Circuit Court since 2004, had ruled in favor of his ex-wife because of his desires for sexual gratifications. So it looked like they were married. So Robert King and the baby mama terrorist was married. So that's his ex-wife. So they was married. He did it the right way. Got divorced, child support. That's what they do best. Not equal parenting, of course. But let's continue. But on Monday, the Supreme Court's justices dismissed the action. Monday, the Supreme Court, he went all the way to the Supreme Court. They dismissed the action, check this out, stating that judges are immune from lawsuits stemming from their judicial actions. They offered no further comment. See, remember we always say when it comes to child support, it's illegal under the federal guidelines, but they turn their head when the states do what they do, right? But even in the Supreme Courts, they try not to go against the code. They try not to go against the code. If they can go around it, they'll get rid of it. He went all the way to the Supreme Court and he knew it was a win-win because, yeah, it was a civil matter. The fucking Supreme Court dismissed the action stating the judges are immune from lawsuits stemming from their judicial actions. Let's continue. The justice decision followed similar rulings by lower court, including the Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals in Cincinnati, which also cited existing U.S. law that judges are immune from such suits, even if it is sleeping around with your baby mama terrorist while you trying to get equal parenting or get lowered on a child support. They can still do fuck around with these baby mama terrorists and still set you up for failure and they won't get punished. I told y'all, you can't make this shit up. These bitches got immunity just like these race soldiers got automatic immunity. They won't change that shit, because if they change that shit, then they know the shoe will be on the other foot. And government daddy will never change the shit. But, you know, I'm just a dumb nigga off Cottage Grove. I don't know no better. I'm just a nigga on the couch, you know, run for my child support. So, however, in the ruling, the court noted that McCree actions were often reprehensible. In addition to engaging in sexual intercourse with Mott, McCree reportedly sent her explicit messages from the bench and gave her thousands of dollars, according to the Detroit Free Press. Last March, Michigan Supreme Court removed the judge from office and suspended him for 6 more years if he is reelected in November after his 20-week affair with Mott was exposed. So he was a political judge. Political judges got to get voted in. So he could run for office, come back and get back on the seat. As long as he followed the guidelines, whatever. And yeah, this thing with them selfies. See, he's living his best life. See, he was motherfucking Steve got his groove back and shit ass nigga. See, it was all good. She cheesy because she knows she hitting the bag all the way around. This is Robert King, and this is probably how he looked when he walked out the court when they threw that shit out, because he just knew he was gonna get his. He should have, but unfortunately, they don't. They look out for these motherfuckers. They're not gonna go against the code, regardless of what the fuck kind of evidence you have. No different from these baby mama terrorists. When you have your text messaging, you have video clips and shit like that, and you got that piece of shit ass judge like him, they would sit back and say, yeah, but, and that ain't got nothing to do with this and this. This is why men wash their hands and walk away. This is why men say, fuck you. This is why men say, well, I'm not going to keep fucking up my livelihood for this shit. Fuck this shit, because shit like this. But let me continue. Although courts have long prevented judges being sued by litigants, King's attorney, Jewel Schuyler, said in an earlier court case that McCree had used his judicial immunity as a shield to self-interest. That's what I'm saying. These motherfuckers got immunity, man. There should be no immunity for what happened here, and it shouldn't. But he got it. He had sex with the baby mama terrorist. He was doing the case with his baby mama terrorist, talked to her saying, we're going to set him up. I'm going to put him in jail. I'm going to make him pay to get out and pay to have what he want to stay out. But yet he's got automatic immunity. However, Brian Inhorn, McCree's attorney, argued that his client's decision to tether King and order him to pay child support was the appropriate one. MyFoxDetroit.com reported. In our system, people are, now check this out. This is the part I want y'all to hear. And this is what I want y'all to think when y'all fight in court. In our system, people are going to be unhappy when a judge renders a decision, he said. And if a judge can be sued because the decision they made in someone's opinion was right, wrong, or unfair, then our system of justice doesn't work. I want y'all to take heed to that part. This is what the punk ass lawyer said. This is why I tell y'all, if a judge make a mistake, they unfair, they gender biased, they racially biased, all this shit. If we was to sue because the decision that the judge made in someone's opinion, see, that's bullshit. It ain't about no motherfucking opinion. It's about proof. What's on paper, legit. Daniel Gaines, people like Yoga, people like Face, been fighting with paperwork and everything else. But even when he got them proofs, paperwork, documents, videos, and everything else, right, wrong, or unfair, he said that our system of justice wouldn't work. You can't make this shit up, but, you know, dumb nigga off Cottage Grove. They don't care about being unfair. They don't care about being wrong. They don't care about making a mistake, not even in the criminal court system. All they care about, open and shut case, getting money, reaping the benefits. Judges can fuck these damn baby mama terrorists that you fighting against, trying to get equality and equal rights, and still be unpunished unpunished. Yeah, he lose his job, but he get another job. This dude got credentials up the ass. He can get another position. People look out for him. He got power. He got connects. So he ain't lose. He lost his career, but he ain't lose what he's sitting at Walmart waving at motherfuckers coming in the door. You can't make this shit up. In 2012, McCree hit the headlines when a shirtless photo of him, which he is said to have sent to a married court deputy in 2010. The shirtless picture that y'all saw that had nothing to do with the baby mama terrorist. This was about him sending it to a married court deputy. And that opened the door for him to be investigated. And then later on, he didn't get fired for that. But then later on, he came with this situation. They look out for these motherfuckers, pervert or not. Made his way into public domain. When WJBK TV showed him the printout of the photo, McCree, who quickly became known as a shirtless judge, replied, "Hot dog, yep, that's me." He later added, "No shame in my game," because he knew he got automatic immunity, and for that, he'll still be in office. According to the newspaper, McCree's father, Wade Hampton McCree Jr., was the first black person appointed to the U.S. 6th Circuit Court of Appeals and the second black first black general in the United States. McCree is believed to still be married with his wife, Laverne. The couple have 2 teenage children. She ain't gonna leave him. She won't leave him. She was trying to help him get out this situation. But like I said, Scottish ends the lawsuit. So when my brother Pan-African said, man, he gonna win. Yeah, it should be he win, but unfortunately, if a judge can be sued because of decisions made in someone's opinion, and like I say, ain't about no opinion, it's about proof, facts, evidence, videos, text, and everything else. They said, right, wrong, or unfair, this system of justice doesn't work. That's why I say, if these judges getting caught up in their lies and bullshit left and right, this whole fucking court system will be dismantled, meaning less $51 billion a year. You know what I'm saying? You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. But yet, motherfuckers come telling me who hurt you and you lying and you just don't want to be a father and all that fuck shit. Nah, bitch. It's this fucking court system that don't allow men to be fathers. But check this out. We're going to do the interview and then we're going to set these motherfuckers. Well, I don't even want to put the baby mama terrorist up for trial because she's already guilty. She just did her job. This is basically about this simp ass judge that took the bait, ran with it. He knew he was good regardless. Even though he got fired, it doesn't take away that he got away with somebody's life. You know what I'm saying? Pan-African say, what did the case say about filing against the state or government? I'm not sure, bro. That I don't know. But I know when it comes to suing this judge. And then you know what? I know you can sue the government because you got people like Daniel Gaines doing that right now. And I know men who did win a lawsuit. It took years, but they won. So I know it's possible, but they got immunity for these judges. It's like when you try to put the police officer in jail for killing an unarmed black man or killing an unarmed person, period. They get fired, but they don't go to jail, 6 months of probation. But then you sue the state, and then you get $3 million, $5 million, and everything else. But does it change the narrative of who you lost? No, it don't. But you know that's why I say we have to sue these government because these government look out for these motherfuckers because that's they soldiers. Now this is the interview, fair use, but this interview they had with this baby mama terrorist, and I want y'all to see how nonchalant she don't give a fuck. It is what it is, and I'm just doing me, getting mine. I ain't do nothing wrong still, though. Let's start. Yeah, taxpayers' money.
With Miss Mott, in many of these matters, you got to tell her what she wants to hear, or she continues to sweat you, or sweat me, as was a nice but demanding woman that she was. She always wanted, the next biscuit.
A local judge describing the woman with whom he had an affair, all part of a hearing that could end his career. Welcome back to Let It Rip. With us now, the woman at the center of the sex scandal involving Wayne County Judge Wade McCree. Janine Lachey Mott is here. She is pregnant and ready to talk about what happened, who's to blame, and maybe who's the father. Next to her, an attorney who has handled a wide range of cases from criminal defense to personal injury to family law. She's also a member of the Law and Media Committee for the State Bar of Michigan. Tracy Martin is with us. And of course, we all know Charlie, and we thank you for being here, especially you, Janine. I know you've been through quite a lot, but I have to ask you, you knew he would...
What the fuck she went through? She ain't went through a goddamn thing. What you mean you went through a lot? Fuck out of here.
I have to ask you, you knew he was a judge. Yes. You knew he was married. Why did you get involved with him?
Poor judgment, clearly. It was a sad time for me, and he was interesting. He pursued me, and why not? There was something to do.
You heard what she said? Sad time for her. Something to do. Something to do. Now there's something to do. Yep, something to do. Can't make this shit up. Yep, yeah. Grown man business say you could tell she an utter bitch. In fact, 100%. All she had to do, just like Vera said, open her leg. That's it. Something to do. That's what these baby mama tears do. This is the shit you gotta look out for, y'all. Because if you ain't been through this court system, be glad, be blessed. Learn from this, because I ain't saying that the judge that say have sex with your baby mama tears, but I'll be damned if he ain't sit back googly eyed and jagging off and singing Ain't No Sunshine because she gone.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
We have to learn that these Simp enforcers run this country. These Simp enforcers work for the courts. They work for the government. They work for the state, because these are the only motherfuckers that will look out for these whores. Let's continue.
He was married. Why did you get involved with him?
Poor judgment, clearly. It was a sad time for me, and he was interesting. He pursued me, and why not? There was something to do.
You were involved for what, about 4 months, 4 or 5 months?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
And during that time, according to his testimony and according to yours, there was lots of sex in his chambers, sex in his wife's bed, sex in his mother's bed. You were almost like rabbits for a time there.
Damn, wait a minute. He said sex in the mother's bed. Damn. Here, I want y'all to hear it again. I'm glad he's saying this shit, 'cause no shame in her game, his game either.
According to yours, there was lots of sex in his chambers, sex in his wife's bed, sex in his mother's bed. You were almost like rabbits for a time there. But the problem is, one or both of you fell in love.
Correct.
Did you?
Yes.
Did he?
Well, according to him, yes.
And an even bigger problem is that you got pregnant.
Exactly.
Is Judge Wade McCree the father of your child?
Well, I'm not willing to answer that question. But at the end of the day, in my opinion...
Now, y'all heard that bullshit, right? I hope y'all heard that bullshit, right? He said he's the father, and she said, I ain't gonna answer all that. See, that's what I'm saying. Now everything over with. Now she's saying I ain't gonna say all that because he ain't the motherfucking father. She used that shit. She might be she pregnant, but she used that shit to fuck up his motherfucking career, livelihood, and everything else. And it still falls on him, but that's what I'm talking about. She's not gonna answer the question, but earlier she was saying, yeah, he pregnant by me and all that, but now it's coming to an end. Now all of a sudden she ain't gonna answer because she was pregnant by somebody else. And when I try to look it up to see if the baby was his and all that shit, it did not come up. This motherfucker, like I said, this bitch knew what she was doing from day one, and I ain't mad at her. I can't get mad at her because that's their job. Cause havoc, fuck up marriage, fuck up your livelihood, destroy you as a man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Again, these motherfuckers don't have to be a bitch on welfare. They could be a bitch with 6 degrees, with $100,000 6-figure job. They could be lawyers, doctors, nurses, and everything else. Don't get it twisted. They don't have to be no bum bitch. You know what I'm saying? She a bum bitch, but she don't have to be. They come in all colors and forms and shapes and sizes. And this motherfucker right here now saying, now it's died down, coming to an end. No, she don't have no remorse at all. But what baby mama tells her have remorse of? She says, I ain't gonna say all that. Can't make this shit up. Can't make this shit up.
Is Judge Wade McCree the father of your child?
Well, I'm not willing to answer that question. But at the end of the day, in my opinion, the father is who raises a child, is active in their life, and who does within their best interest. We'll see who takes on that responsibility once my child is born. It can.
So basically what she's saying is He ain't got to be a father. The actual father don't have to be in the picture. As long as it's some dude to step up and say, hey, I'll take over for that young boy's son. You heard what she said, right? I want y'all to hear it again. Because that's how a lot of these baby mama terrorists think, especially when they're mad at the father. They want him out the picture. I'll get some other sucker to take care of him. I ain't got to get you. Fuck you. I'm going to make you suffer, and I'm going to get some other sucker to take care of a kid that ain't his, and I'm still going to reap the benefit. You can't make this shit up. This shit been going on since forever. Since child support been so popular, and this how these motherfuckers think, especially the ones that raise their black fists at the Black Lives Matter rally. They be the main ones supporting our Kangs, but got another so-called Kang in the picture with the father, Kang, in jail locked up because he's struggling for paying child support and being alienated and shit like that. But like I said, y'all motherfuckers sit back and tell me that it don't happen like that. What mother choose single motherism? A baby mama terrorist. I want y'all to hear that again.
Who raises a child. Exactly.
Is Judge Wade McCree the father of your child?
Well, I'm not willing to answer that question. But at the end of the day, in my opinion, the father is who raises a child, is active in their life, and who does within their best interest. We'll see who takes on that responsibility once my child is born. It can be a current boyfriend, it can be a family member, who knows?
Could be she said it could be a current boyfriend or a family member because she know that some simp enforcer will come to this bitch's defense. And yet,
here I come to save the day.
And she's saying this because, shout out to Red Pill Awareness. And the reason why she's saying it because he's not the father. That's one reason why she's saying it. Two, she know that some high-value simp enforcer will look out and come to this bitch's defense.
No sunshine. No sunshine. Anytime.
They know this. They know this, man. They know this. That's why she said what she said, because he ain't the father. So she used a pregnancy that was by another nigga to set him up for failure to make her think it was his, and he thought it was his because he was fucking out of rubber. He couldn't say, nah, it ain't mine because I was using the Jimmy and all this shit. This is where men fuck up at. But like I said, when you a simp enforcer get it worse than an actual man, truthfully, because a man gonna be like, man, I tried, fuck this shit. I wash my hands, I'm gonna live my life. Motherfuckers like that's gonna say, man, I give you 6,000, 5,000, and then he got money too, 2,000, give you whatever you want. Just get rid of that motherfucking kid. I do whatever you say. Just get rid of that kid, to the point where he told his wife, and she said the same thing because they wanted out the picture. Man, let's hear it one more time because I want y'all to know the shit that I be talking about. Yeah, I joke, I laugh. You can say I'm what they call it, militant. You can say that, you know, mad or whatever you want to call it, run for child support, sleep on the couch, blah, blah, blah. It still don't take away the motherfucking truth that I put out here, that these motherfuckers say, the shit that the censors say, the shit that motherfuckers in high places say. You can't make this shit up. She is no different than the rest of these baby mama terrorists I speak of. No different. And it's something similar that Grown Man Business was talking about in the video when he tagged me in, talking about these motherfuckers that's how they believe. They don't care about having the real father in the picture. It ain't about that. It's about getting the most benefit. Whoever the highest bidder, that's how they look at it. But I want y'all to hear it one more time, and I'll let it go because y'all motherfucking baby mama terror supporters, you feminists, low life ass scum will sit back and say, it ain't like that. And then when they see the truth, then they say, or they'll say, well, should have picked better. That's why I say you can't make this shit up.
I'm not willing to answer that question, but at the end, exactly.
There we go.
Is Judge Wade McCree the father of your child?
Well, I'm not willing to answer that question, but at the end of the day, in my opinion, the father is who raises a child, is active in their life, and who does within their best interest. We'll see who takes on that responsibility once my child is born. It can be a current boyfriend, it can be a family member, who knows?
But why would you not want to answer that question?
Because
if you know, do you know?
Absolutely.
You do know who the father is?
Maybe, maybe not. The father is who I choose for it to be.
What? You heard what he said? He said, why you want to ask a question? He said, is he the father or not? And then she talking about some, yeah, look at that look. No matter how I pause it, she got some evil statistic, you know what I'm saying, sickness, baby mama terrorism right here. Filthy face nigga. But like I say, I say that Barack Obama. But look, she said the baby father's who she choose to be. I told you these bitches ain't shit, and that's how they are now. It's who she chooses it to be. You can't make this shit up. Who she chooses to be. They think I told you they use their kids as weapons, pawns, guillotines, shine, victimhood, and all this shit. Now she playing that I don't want to answer that game, but I do know who the father is. She know the father ain't his. She know he ain't the father, and he's like whoever she wanted to be, and that she telling the truth on. Whoever she wanted to be, some goofy mog would say, "Yeah, I'll take care of that young baby boy." I understand that you got with the judge and all that, but I don't care because she is. You know, you need to be raised up. I can mold you. You deserve that crown, your head ass nigga. You know, Moist Twatkins, Umar Johnson, Derrick Jackson, and all these other weak ass, fake ass, black pro ass, simp ass enforcement units out here. But let's hear out.
Who knows?
But why would you not want to answer that question?
Because
if you know, do you know?
Absolutely.
You do know who the father is.
Maybe, maybe not. The father is who I choose for it to be.
Well, are you saying that you slept with other men besides Wade McCree?
Not during our relationship, no.
Lies.
Who impregnated you?
Look at that look. He said, who impregnated? See, in other words, she might have been pregnant before he hit it. She might have been pregnant all the time. You know what I'm saying? And she said she ain't deal with nobody while she was dealing with the judge. But before the judge, because they only dealt for what, 4 months, she was dealing with somebody else, fam, and you know, maybe a better bum and shit like that. That look. Every time I pause, it's all demon. You can't make this shit up, man. Let's finish, man.
Impregnated you.
It's a question I'm not going to answer.
Not now, but Tracy.
You know, Charlie, and if she doesn't want to answer that question, that's perfectly within her right. But I think what we have a case here of is black robe syndrome gone seriously bad, where a judge just doesn't get it, that his behavior doesn't get it, rules-wise. Tonight I brought a copy of the Michigan Code of Judicial Conduct, and it's a set of rules that judges in Michigan are supposed to follow. And clearly, with this case of Judge McCree, he has violated canon number 2, rule number 2, which says a judge should avoid impropriety and the appearance of impropriety in all activities.
Well, neither sex nor love is illegal, but the question is whether the judge allowed that sex and love to influence his decision in court.
The only real issue, I think if the judge just had an affair, I don't think that it'd be bad. It could break some of the canons, but this was very private. But I think where the judge is really going to get in trouble is discussing a case and dating somebody for which you were a complaining witness. It was your case in front of the judge. I can't date clients as an attorney. We just know that. And as a judge, and I don't care if it was the easiest case in the world, you can't do that. But there's other things too. He used a deputy sheriff to pass a phone that you're not allowed to have in the courtroom. He used a deputy sheriff to hide that phone. The judge allowed you to get into his chambers for whatever reason. And that's all these things is using your judgeship in the wrong way. That's where he's going to go.
That's where the
we heard from the judge too during the testimony at the hearing for the Judicial Tenure Commission. Here's what he said about Janine. He claims that she became obsessed.
If you look on the bottom, like somebody, I guess they was doing tweets and putting it on Fox 2 News. Somebody named Diva Starlet says she shouldn't have anything to say. Game, recognized game. I pulled that chick card a long time ago. Let it rip. Can't make this shit up.
Harassed his family and threatened to end his career.
Oh, yeah, that she's clearly looking to bring me down. This is at the time when Laverne and I are trying to work Miss Mott to get the termination so we could all walk away. If I had a minute, she wanted an hour. If I had an hour, she wanted an afternoon. If I had an afternoon, she wanted an evening. If I had an evening, she wanted a night. I was vulnerable, but my nose was open. I knew what I was doing when I was getting into this relationship. I lusted.
You know what? Now, we heard what he said, but I want y'all to see what the brother said. We're going to look at that too. Scarborough, Detroit, his tweet was, let it rip, hashtag. She was a gold digger who got played because no matter what, she is the other woman. Okay, now I want you to see what y'all heard from this next one.
I was
twerk team, hashtag let it rip. Stick to your defense, Janine. Don't answer any questions pertaining to your pregnancy. I told you, these low-life the baby mama tears will support each other regardless. The twerk team, QS, twerk team. They say, stick to your defense, Janine. Don't answer any questions pertaining to your pregnancy. I told you, they love that shit. I told you, these supporters, man.
Vulnerable.
You can't make this shit up.
Was open. I knew what I was doing when I was getting into this relationship. I lusted after this woman.
Well, the judge mentioned his wife, Laverne, who also testified in his defense during that hearing. Both the judge and his wife say that you were the one who was obsessed, that you stalked them, that you would call them repeatedly, texted them repeatedly, that you even showed up at his house late one night demanding to see him. Did that happen?
Well, as Judge McCree admitted, he knew what he was doing. He's the judge. He's held.
She didn't answer that question, but she basically said that he knew what he was doing, which I agree. He knew what was up. He didn't know all that was up. But he knew what he was getting himself into. And she popped up at his house. And demanded him to come out. And he married. I told you can't make this shit up. Damn, answer the question.
You were the one who was obsessed, that you stalked them, that you would call them repeatedly, texted them repeatedly, that you even showed up at his house late one night demanding to see him. Did that happen?
Well, as Judge McCree admitted, he knew what he was doing. He's the judge. He's held by the judicial standard, not I. I wasn't aware of what rules he could break and, frankly, which ones he was willing to break. His wife also admitted on the stand that she knew about me. She didn't have a problem with the affair. She had a problem with the pregnancy.
Now, I believe this, what she just said. She said the wife knew what was up. She didn't have a problem with him messing around. And ain't that what Kevin Samuel said? A lot of, when you high value that man got other options. He don't cheat. He have other options. And the wife knew what was up. Just don't get a bitch pregnant. Do what you do. Just come back home. Don't get a bitch pregnant. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that. Most guys got money, rich, so-called quote-unquote high value. They got it like that because they got other places to choose. They know if he leave, he gets somebody else, he gonna still look like a king or whatever because that's so-called high value. But this is a high value simp, y'all. And I told you, anybody could be high value as far as for that logic. High value ass simp. And somebody came back, said, cut the BS out. She says, Judge McCree, you're not the father. Maury's voice. Hell no, he ain't the father. Oh, this was game. Shit. The judge was, he was sloppy. 100%. He no different from Tiger Woods, man. How you got caught up with some high school shit. That's why I say you ain't black. Y'all niggas, nah. No. Ain't no way. You got all this money and power, and this how you get caught up? Nah. Let's continue. She said the wife knew. She had no issue with it. That don't mean the wife was wanting you to stalk and pop up at the house and act a fool. You didn't even know your fucking role. They never know their role.
Affair. She had a problem with the pregnancy.
Did they offer you money to end that pregnancy?
And you got that information from your husband?
They didn't offer me money. I didn't ask for money. Her issue was the pregnancy, and she thought that my child would have entitlement to that inheritance.
Did they offer you the deal that if you got the termination of your pregnancy, then Judge Wade McCree would then file for divorce?
Well, he had already filed for divorce. He filed for divorce on October 11th. His wife just didn't know about it. She testified to what she was told by Judge McCree, and obviously she doesn't have the whole story.
But now there's some people who look at you, Janine. Now you know what some people are saying.
Well, I really don't care what people are saying. I was in court under subpoena, and I was 100% truthful as I was in the first interview with Charlie the Duff. I'm not here for the public's opinion.
But the question is, are you doing this out of revenge or for money?
Absolutely not. Judge McCree made the story public when he went to the prosecutor's office. I came forward to protect myself against charges from a judge who people will probably believe, not knowing the story. So that was my way, without having an attorney and spending money to defend myself for a crime that I did not commit. That was my way to protect myself and my family.
And you know, Janine is right. The judge is held to a higher standard. She's just a citizen. Judges are elected by their constituency. They take an oath. They swear an oath of office. In this case, you know, we have a judge who presided over child support, a case in which Ms. Mott was a litigant. She's a complaining witness. And that really smacks of an appearance of impropriety, and it really violates due process. You can understand why there's been a lawsuit filed.
So Janine,
in connection with this
what
case.
do you think should happen to the judge?
Ultimately, he should be removed from the bench. I don't think he's fit to serve as a judge. He's admitted that he has poor judgment. So if you ultimately admit that you have poor judgment, how can you judge the cases and the lives of others?
So now she say he shouldn't be in office, and he be misjudging everything else. See what I'm talking about? How these baby mama tears. See, it was cool while you was selling dope in the house when y'all was together and you had guns all over the place and you was hustling, doing what you got to do. But now that we not together, now that, you know, we fighting child support and shit like that, now you want to talk about all the drugs he was selling and all the guns in the house, all the shit that was stolen, and set a nigga up for failure. I told you, when shit's over, that's what I told you, they set you up for failure, man. You can't make this shit up. That this shit you got to watch out for. Shout out to Sir Randolph for the $9.99 donation. Mr. Palmer, you one funny ass dude. You got me rolling at work. One more again. And I hope y'all look at the bottom with these people comments, because most of them are saying, only one with the twerk team talking about some, you know, you right, sis, don't say nothing. Somebody said that you try and get 15 minutes of fame, not saying nothing and shit, you know, and how you gonna, now, Willie J. Bones says, how you going to judge other people when you can't follow the rules? You say, I agree with that 100%. He shouldn't stay in office, but he should have got sued, but they swept under the rug because of the Scottish law. You can't make this shit up. Shout out to my boy, Taquan Van Dam in this bitch. 99-cent super sticker. Appreciate you 100%, my brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. See, now he all these things. I told you want to set up, and then she know he ain't the father, so she like, shit, I ain't got nothing to lose. She never had nothing to lose. These baby mama do not have nothing to lose. What? Getting shamed? They don't give a fuck about no shame. They don't have no shame. That's why they the who they are. What? Motherfuckers talk shit about them? Man, she been getting talked about since she was born. Her punk ass mama, who's a baby mama was talking bad about her. She's immune to that. Is it because, what, a nigga ain't gonna want her? Yeah, man, Mr. King, he left. But then guess what? She got a fucking judge. That was her rebound. She came up. So now that she got a judge, she knows she gets somebody just like that. She'll get somebody close to it. Like she said, I get anybody to take care of my child, whether it's a family member, whether it's somebody, current boyfriend, just anybody. It's my choosing. You can't make this shit up. I want to give a shout out to JJ Green for the $4.99 donation. This baby mama Tez bitch is a gold digger on steroids. Judge Palmer, this is a classic show. I'm doing early voting guilty. Brothers beware. The BMT. Facts. Facts. BMTs. You can't make this shit up. Dumb nigga off Cottage Grove. Nigga on the couch. Yeah, all the above. Want to give a shout out once again to Taquan for the $1.99 donation. He upgraded a little bit. I'm close to that couch, to the love seat. He says, keep doing God's work. Yay, you're right. 100%, fam. Appreciate you. You can't make this shit up. Like I say, she gonna be boy's side chick. Probably, man. But this bitch ain't shit. This bitch ain't shit. This bitch ain't shit. Shout out to Lou Business. $4.99 donation, shaping up to be your best show yet, bro. Hey, man, you can't make this shit up. They sit back, call me lies and who hurt you and all that shit. I don't give no fuck what you think, bitch.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
Not at all. Not at all. I'm a high-value deadbeat on steroids. Let's continue. It's almost done. Then when I put the lies, we could talk for like 25 more minutes, and I got to bounce and run from this child's poke.
Do you blame yourself for probably the judge's, he's gone? I mean, do you blame yourself?
Not at all. The judge chose to be involved. He knew what his standards were, and he chose to go forward.
Why'd you go to the media?
No accountability. She don't have no she don't have no shame in what happened. She don't feel bad for him. That's how all these baby mama tears are. The ones with degrees, one with link cards, the one on Section 8, the one that holler feminist and Black Lives Matter and women's worth and all this shit. They don't give a fuck. Wow. You asking them that is like asking a gay dude, do he like women? Makes no sense. Don't even waste your time. Let's hear out though.
The cases in the lives of others.
Do you blame yourself for probably the judge's, he's gone? I mean, do you blame yourself?
Not at all. The judge chose to be involved. He knew what his standards were, and he chose to go forward.
Why'd you go to the media? Why talk about the media? That's the one thing the judge didn't want. Was that revenge?
Well, he went to the media when he went to the
prosecutor.
Right, when he filed the fault.
No charges were ever filed against you or anybody.
Well, when they showed up at my door, I was unaware that the charges were filed.
Yeah,
His
right.
intention was for the charges to be filed.
To go to the media to get back at the judge?
No, it was to protect myself.
No, it wasn't.
Absolutely not.
How do you think it's going to end? Are you going to sue him after this?
She never loved him. She might have lusted him and the shine and the notoriety and all that. She didn't love him. Because how do you love somebody and then you just unlove them that quick? And all this shit you causing the damage and shit. She never loved him, believe that. He didn't love her either. But at the same time, this is a side chick gone wrong. Mistress gone bad. That's why I say if you married man having a side chick in this day and age, they don't see back in the day, you know, you could have a side chick, they knew they role, they kept their mouth shut. We didn't even call it side chick. We was homie loving friends just fucking around. And they knew they role. They as long as everything was cool, wasn't no problem. And when shit fucked up, you go your way, I go my way. This is why I say men have to, it was lust. This is why I say men have to have discipline. This is why we have to change the laws in the mind, have higher value, make them earn that ping, earn that conversation, earn a text message or a phone call, because these are the type of bitches that you could end up with, even if she got 6 figures, even if she make more money than you, even if she's successful, even if she got power. These motherfuckers are the worst of the worst. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be careful with these baby mama terrorists. And she could be a motherfucker about, well, I got divorced. I'm not a baby mama terrorist because I was married first. You just as bad, bitch, because you still mad about what he did and he left your ass or whatever. And then you take it and run with it and set the new man up for failure. You can't make this shit up. Bad attitude. Yeah, bad attitude. And most likely she got it from a low life to the ass mother who chose single motherism, who was a baby mama terrorist as well. That's why she had no shame in the game, because her mama and aunties and grandmas don't have no shame in her game. It's a game to her. She can be off with the next nigga. And some nigga probably married her and then knocked up and everything else. You can't make this shit up.
In civil court?
Who knows what would happen? And absolutely anything is possible. I'm learning details of the case with the testimonies, so as you are.
Do you regret this whole affair?
Absolutely.
No, she don't. No, she don't. I don't believe that.
Did you learn anything from this?
Oh, I learned a lot.
What?
I learned to have a lot better judgment in men and to be aware of the lies that I clearly see and not listen to what I hear.
It's really a cautionary tale. Ms. Mott says that she's learned a lot, and hopefully the judges learned a lot as well. But the bottom line in all of this is that we cannot have criminal defendants wondering in a court of law if they're being hammered by a judge in a courtroom because the judge is hammering the other side in the bedroom. Can't have it.
Well, we thank you for your opinion. You understand? We especially thank you,
No problem.
Janine, for being here. Best of luck to you no matter what happens.
And thank you for hearing my side of the story.
We appreciate it. Thank you. And we thank you for watching. Coming up.
Believe me, that black dude that was there, he was like, bitch, you ain't shit, low life. White dude like, oh, well, you know, shit happened, this. But black dude like, man, you no good here. He like, bitch, you didn't answer the question. What the fuck? And you come on this motherfucker. You can't make this shit up, man. You can't. And that's why I say, even though, you know, y'all hear more about child support and baby mama terrorism in 2020, 2021 and all that, though, this been going on for a long time. That's why when I look at cases that I remember even before I was going through a child support, even talk about a child support, this right here, you know, y'all shouldn't forget. You should know about this, because the shit people complain about now, this shit been going on for a long time. What's up, Lawrence? This should be going on for a long time, man. Mostly with white men. You know what I mean? And I knew Mr. O was gonna come on here, and I'm glad. How do you feel about this, bro? With the infamous Judge Wade McCree III.
You forgot. I'm the one that mentioned about him in one of the other streams we ended the other day.
You did. And you know what? I did forget. You did mention it, but back B Candy gave me the information. She inboxed me. I mean, she emailed me with that, and I said I'm gonna talk about this because just like I did about old girl, and I thought I was in Wisconsin, but it was in Detroit too. Matter of fact, the baby mama Ted that killed both her kids. About they was doing all this molesting the other kid. I want to talk about shit that was in the past that was a big case that we forgot about. This shit is infamous.
Man, this shit went deep.
They hate me, fam. They hate me, fam.
I think they hate me more. I think they hate me more because I'm the one to remember this shit.
Yeah. See, that's why I'm that deadbeat sleeping on the couch, rumble child's pope, because the truth hurts.
Nah, man. See, this is the point that you could simp at any age, at any level, man, high or low. You can't make this shit up.
What's going on, Jaylon? How you feel? What's your thoughts on this shit, man?
What's up? Yeah, this dude is just a bona fide simp. Like, you can, like, what I've noticed is that mentality basically affects your physicality. This don't go for all people, but I believe that some people, the way their mentality is, they affect their physicality. Because you notice how this dude is 60 something and he still don't got no facial hair, and yet though his mentality is that of a little boy, he act like a little boy, and therefore his body don't adjust. You know what I'm saying? He's 60 something, yet though he don't look like no grown man. And then the moment he start opening his mouth, you start seeing his behaviors. It makes perfect sense as to why he's 60 something years old and he don't look like a grown man. Same with that woman. She, however age, she's supposed to be a grown woman, and you look at her face, you're like, this don't look like no grown woman. But the moment she start talking, the moment you start hearing how she sound, hearing her mentality, then you realize, yeah, no wonder why she looked like a little girl, because she act like one. Your mentality, your physicality is basically a representation of your mentality, the way you think, the way you act, the way you carry yourself. And I'm a strong believer that your body will adjust to how you behave, to how you think. I was watching one of Kevin Samuel's shows, and it was like a 5-minute premiere, and he was talking to this one girl. She was like 24 years old, but she didn't look 24. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, how the heck she 24, but she looked like a little girl? But the moment she started opening her mouth and the stuff she's saying, her mentality, the way she talked, I was like, no wonder why you 24 years old and you look like that. Because God knew that when you turn this age, you still gonna be acting like a little girl. So he knew to make you look just like that, just the way you act, like a little girl. And that's my thoughts on it. Exactly. He's 60 something years old. He still don't even have facial hair. He barely look like a grown man.
Yo, his whole demeanor, vernacular, and you know what I'm saying, body language gestures was that of a teenager boy playing basically coming off the bench. You can't make this shit up.
Exactly.
No, you can't. You cannot make this shit up. You can't. Nope. Nope.
I don't understand it. How you can be that old and you all these years you still don't know how to control your lust. You still don't know how to control your thirst, your desperation for women. Like all these years, at this point in your life, you should have had all your fun, all your lust. You should have got all that out by now.
You forgot he a baby boomer. They never done.
Yeah, I heard about these dudes. It's sad.
The booty eating, pussy looking baby boomers of the disco era. Them. He's one of them. Yep.
Just like Veggie Woman said, he had grown man pockets. Yep. And that's why I told you, you could be a high value simp, high value sucker, high value hoe ass nigga, high value she done use me up ass nigga. You could be all these high value. That's what I say. the high value, so-called quote unquote, is these motherfuckers that run these damn states, these damn countries, the nation, these judges' seats and everything else. That's what I'm telling you. These motherfuckers, this shit been going on since forever. And you remember back in the day with A-Ball MJG, and one of the verses called on the song called Pimps, he always said, "It wouldn't be no hole if it wasn't for the trick." And I believe that's the true statement. Because as long as you got these sucker ass niggas, you got these hoes out here because they know it well. Dude might cut me off, but I give it this other sucker ass nigga. You can't this and that's what I say, it ain't going nowhere. That's why we have to change our mentality, because it's not going nowhere. We have to put that in other young men heads and not to be in this type of situation. And also, if you got power, man, you don't take your power and let some bitch fuck up your livelihood.
Exactly. Just destroy his whole life, basically, because he can't control himself.
Right.
Yeah, lust is a motherfucker. Even in the Bible, it says that.
Yeah, it does. And yeah, he still got money. He still got fame. I just told you, I looked at 2020, he was doing a play at some I don't know if it was Black Lives Matter, but it was like a pro-black thing, and he was talking about reparation, but it was a play like, and it was good. It was nice, and he looked the same. He looked good for his age and shit. But at the same time, you let some baby mama terrorist put your ass in the hole. A big L. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I'm saying, y'all. If y'all got a lot to lose, even if you don't have nothing to lose, you don't want to lose, period. But if you got a lot to lose, you have a career, you got something going on, a good business, a good relationship, a good marriage. Don't put yourself in a situation that's gonna fuck it up, or a chance to even dismantle the shit, or crack. You know what I mean? Because you the one, when it's all said and done, will be set up for failure, not the whore. The whore gonna keep doing what she do, and they know what it is, and some other sucker will get up with her, and she'll still be able to get pumped, dumped, pregnant, everything. Somebody will take her in and save her and everything else, man. You definitely have to change the laws of your mind. This is your
and this is why
Go ahead.
And this is why I said it's easier to be high value, high currency, have a lot of money than it is to be an alpha male. I really believe
Right.
I believe it's easier to
That's
make
what I'm
money than
saying.
to be an alpha male. And that's sad.
Right.
It don't make no sense.
Self-confidence, bro.
You
It's
don't
called
think,
self-confidence.
bro, you don't think there's a lot of simps that watch Kevin Samuels say, shit, I'm high value. I'm high value because I got that bread. I'm a lawyer. I'm a doctor. I'm a so-and-so. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say you got high value simps, high value hoe ass niggas. You got high value she done use me up ass niggas. You got high value baby mama terrorists. You got high value men. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. People need to realize that, okay, yeah, you got money, but to me, that don't make you high value.
Just because you got money don't mean you have game and that you ain't got no strong mind. So
100%.
look,
Right.
100%.
hell, can we even look at some of these athletes and entertainer guys? I mean, shoot, 2020 was the best test of so-called anything these quote unquote PUAs, red pill guys talking about. All it takes is looks, money, and status. Okay, dudes, Will Smith, Jeff
Right.
Bezos, Bill Gates, Dr. Dre. You want me to keep going? Emmett Smith. Yeah. Well,
Those
100%.
Brad Pitt.
Those are
Brad
those
Pitt, the epitome of them all. Brad Pitt.
He spent all
Those
that money just to get equal custody, and he spent millions. So it was like a win that he got equal custody, but he didn't win. He didn't win because he got to deal with this bitch for a long time, and she trying to fight that it was some bullshit, and she want to try to change the damn verdict. That's what I'm saying, man. Long as this system be the way it is and got these type of judges in this motherfucker, it will never change.
Yo, I believe marriage should be outlawed like Apostle Paul said in the Bible.
I ain't even mad at you. Gary Owen. Yeah, Gary Owen. He was looked at as a deadbeat, even though he took a kid in and gave him the last name and made all three of the kids be worth over $1 million. But motherfuckers say he's a deadbeat because she said so. You cannot make this shit up, man. But you know, I appreciate y'all rocking me. Everybody was on here, and you know what I'm saying? We got over 211 likes, and we still got over 100 people here. You know,
Yo, but we gotta discuss about this baby mama terrorist though. Look, she like this
most
really
definitely.
scares me. This is like she really scared me. Like she is a gorilla in the mist. That's what I think about the Monday B Dub succubus. Like
Gorillas in the mist.
man, it's like they got binoculars. They just see all these dudes just from they well talking all this shit, and they just like, yeah, I got him. I can go use him, and that just be scaring me. Like, damn, like for real though, like y'all just going that easy. Y'all just don't see this shit for real, for real. Like that movie They Live. You ever seen that movie They Live? That's how I feel like the dude and They Live with the sunglasses and seeing all this stuff looking at people.
The thing is, we all see it, but what I tell you, they won't go against the code and turn it back like they don't see it, or hell, they jump the bitch the fence. It don't matter. That's why that's why I say we have to change the laws in our mind, because we can change ourselves. We can't change others, but we can change ourselves. And even in the Bible, it tell you everybody will not follow. You know what I'm saying? And look at Jesus. If you look at the Bible, look at Jesus. He told his truth, and guess what happened? He got crucified. So the majority didn't side with him either. But then when you talk about this, it's who hurt you and your mama black and you hate women and anti this and anti that, whatever. The truth hurts. I got it. You don't like the truth, but I'm going to continue to tell my truth regardless.
You can't handle the truth.
The truth hurts, lies heal.
Exactly. Lies heal.
Society of fields. That's what we live in. Society of fields, and when nobody wins with logic.
Yeah, so you can either accept the hurtful truth or the healing lie. So,
Hey, but let me ask y'all this. What y'all learn as far as we already know her game. That's her job. She do what she do. What y'all think about this judge? I know like you, Mr. O, and you, Jaylon, don't have no kids, so y'all ain't never went through it. But what do y'all think about y'all family members, your fathers, your uncles, your brothers, your friends that went through this, knowing that it was a chance that they dealt with a judge, or they dealt with a judge like this? Like I say, not necessarily he hitting it, but because she look good, see that ass, oh shit, well, I'm gonna look out for her because I might have a chance. What y'all think? What's y'all thoughts on that?
You go first, fam.
yeah, I just think it's just a sad situation to go through, and that you gotta, beware of who you put your seed in. I think it's, sometimes you just don't know who you're dealing with, and you gotta be cautious as to who you fuck with, who you put your seed in. And I feel sorry for my family members that have went through that kind of custody battle in the past. So
Me, myself, I feel sympathy and a little bit of empathy when dudes go in these situations. You know what I'm saying? I always support my brother because I am my brother's keeper. At the same time, though, I had to play the devil's advocate. These same dudes be trying to shame my heart, talking about why I'm not in the field doing the same thing as they doing. How come I ain't got as many kids as they do? You know what I'm saying? You 30-some years old and you ain't got no woods. And I'm looking at them like, fam, did I just see you complain about child support, taking all your money out your paycheck? Or you just got to deal with this crazy baby mama terrorist all the time. Why would I want that stress in my life? Like I feel your pity, but at the same time, dude, you trying to put shame on my heart because I ain't doing the same fuck shit you doing, and I'm the weirdo. Like sometimes I'll be like, yeah, I feel sorry for you, but then again, I'm gonna step away.
I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. Not at all. But I told you, this shit is real. It's been going on for a long time. People want to cover it up till like it don't exist and all that shit. No, it's just you. You don't want to be a father, bullshit ass nigga. But like I say, these videos, these interviews, these stories, these articles, these statistics shows totally different. Just like they said, deadbeat are men who don't pay their child support, when we know goddamn right that the women who want child support, and it's less of them, and they are more in debt for not paying child support versus men who in the 85%. I shit you not. You just can't make this shit up, man. Not at all. But
hell, the original deadbeat was the white man on the plantation. I mean, he was the original deadbeat, and it just transpired 100 plus years later, and he's still the original deadbeat. But
exactly.
We go a bit later.
And that's true. That's what child support came from back then. But unfortunately, you got the media that sit back and say that black men are the face of deadbeatism, but yet only 51% of men are childless and unmarried. And these black feminists come out with that bullshit, and our mama taught us that bullshit. And Black Lives Matter, they try to dismantle the family, but yet motherfuckers throw their fist in there with them. Now they took their money and ran off with it, just like this bitch did. So, like I said, this is why we have to think for ourselves. We have to save ourselves. We definitely have to do for self, because if not, you'll be one of these goof ass niggas talking about some man. I fucked up and I can't see my kid, and she's trying to get more money and watching what the fuck you doing on social media.
And the system, they only care about you when they're dead, because when you dead, they make the most money off of you. When men are dead, they make the most money off of you. Look at George Floyd.
Right. Facts. So that they're right there. It's all about a fucking money game. They don't give a fuck about any man going up in that court system, regardless of what color the judge is, man, woman, don't matter. They all one and the same. There's only a few that believe in what's right, but they all in a small jar.
Hey, you know what? I'm kind of mad at these hypocritical liberals. Now, look, George Floyd is just a recent casualty in modern history, even though I'm still like on debate. Like, yeah, he got killed by police, but I mean, he's like an isolated incident that happens all across in America. Why choose him as a, as some kind of hero? He even got a damn statue, for fuck's sakes. Where's Emmett Till statue?
Oh, do we?
Yeah, he got a statue in one of these cities. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying though, like this is like going out of the gate here. Like Emmett Till don't even have a statue. Medgar Evers barely. Any other civil rights movement leader or any type of person in past history don't even have that type of acknowledgement. So, hey, they could probably have one for Breonna Taylor in a minute too. You know what I'm saying? Even though we got information that, I mean, hey, that shit happened because of lifestyle. It is what it is.
And the thing is, he's a freaking criminal. He's a criminal. He's been in jail for criminal activity.
Well, I get that part, but the thing about it is, you can have a record that ain't got nothing to do with what the police did years later. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Touche. But hey, this is gonna make they're gonna make Trump a martyr in a minute. Hey,
they gonna try to shut that down. They gonna try to. They gonna destroy that one. He should get a statue.
Yeah, man.
He tried, man, but you saw what it is now. You see what's going on now. Gave Asians the you know what I'm saying, gave them a fucking a hate crime bill when we've been going through bullshit for 600 fucking years, but you give it to them. And Asian man shoot a 6-year-old for going to the yard trying to get his bike out. You can't make this shit up.
Even CGA was talking about how they got 2% of the farming land in this country, and yet they only make up 4% of the U.S. population, but they got the most voting power, economic power than we have ever since we got released into Reconstruction up until now, bro. So what that tell y'all? I mean, I really want to tell, and as my brother, my sister, like y'all don't see this, like really, is this we in that they live? Like y'all don't got y'all minds open, like they about to take over, and we just sitting here with our dicks in our hands.
Hey, Pan African said, "What's up with blocking my comments? No room for red pill, BMGTOW. Don't block none of his comments. Don't block nobody's comment. I ain't seen no disrespectful comments like to the point where you have to be blocked. So do not block nobody's comments. The only time we block if they doing some whole ass shit to the fifth power. We don't. Nah, don't block. Don't block. His or anybody else's. Don't do that. But yeah, man. But hey, the thing about it is, when it's all said and done, we're not gonna change. Not that we can change ourselves. We could change it, but the majority is not going to change. But we still have to live our life to the fullest and do the best we can and teach others not to fall for that bullshit what society say. Because 9 out of 10, what society say is just a manipulation to put you down and set you up for failure.
I think this red pill guy is going to be just like the philosophers in the past, like Marcus Aurelius, Socrates, Plato. We ain't gonna be appreciated till society has finally fallen. They find videos, books, and stuff like this. Like, man, these dudes are geniuses. Why they ain't people listen to them?
Exactly.
Yeah, facts. But unfortunately, you got kids that's 6, 7 years old learning how to be simp enforcers and suckers and shit because these baby mamas. Yeah, simp supremacists and shit like that. I agree. That's why I say that's why we got to watch who we have kids with. We have to. And the one.
Hey, wait. Did you just say simp supremacists?
Yeah. Yeah, the line said I repeated it. Yeah, they supremacists too. They are. Because anytime you want to cause havoc for being masculine and set a man up for failure, aiding and assisting baby mama tears, you can't be nothing but a simp supremacist. So I agree with that to the fullest.
I just can't believe that we done got to the point where chicks can kill their kids and get off with insanity. I just can't.
I got more infamous baby mama terrorism that I'm gonna be doing as well. That happened years ago that a lot of y'all remember, a lot of y'all knew about it but forgot. We're gonna keep the memories of these baby mama terrorists and these simp forces, because this is what y'all need to have in y'all head when y'all say, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get her pregnant. We're gonna build something because this could happen to you."
Not me. Not me. It just baffles me that look, we've been socially engineered. Like mind you, we all 80s and 90s babies, so we grew up in a socially engineered setting off the TVs, and we played out in our environments. We supposed to be so-called equal. I found it crazy that 2020 showed that we are still biological creatures that still try to fall into our roles, but we got this so bull crap. Let's be equal. Let's be cooperative. Like, you know what I'm saying? We can do the same thing as everything, but as soon as shit hits the fan, oh, I'm a woman, I need protection. Wait, what?
That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
Yep.
You want to act like a man 100%. And then you get catered like a woman. It don't 100%. Make sense.
That's why a lot of these simps try to act like bitches, because they know they get more catered to versus a man.
And I blame baby boomers and early Gen X dudes for letting this stuff go on. Even us early millennials, I blame us for letting this shit keep going on, and to the point that look now we if the barbarian comes to the door, I already seen the military, I seen the law enforcement. Hell, I see quote unquote street dudes. If they come to the streets, come to the door with their guns and they weaponize mine, we can't stand. We gonna lose. I already seen y'all dudes too soft. Y'all ain't got no heart. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And y'all really look, if you're gonna be in an equal society, in your mind you have to be half man and half woman. Both of y'all.
Exactly. Because we're the superior gender, because they come to us for protection.
Yep.
Yet they don't want to act like men.
Yep. And you notice everything that's supposed to be in the Bible, how we supposed to do God's law, or even in the Quran and so on, we're supposed to follow God's law, right? But if you look at the world today, just in our nation alone, they ain't following none of it. They changing it, they rewriting it, they rescripting it, they throwing it under the table. But yet you say we're supposed to follow God's law.
King James version.
Shit.
Look, God's law and y'all going against nature, and guess what? Both of them win in the end. And guess what? They come to reckon. They come to collect checks on all of us. Since we want to do this stuff under the sun, and we don't think we can be checked. Guess what? Father Time and Mother Nature coming for our ass.
Two things. I want to give a shout out to Taquan Van Dam for the 99 donation. That's the first thing I want to do. Salute to you, brother. Latif said if you take talking points, you should give props if it's not your thoughts. Who are you talking about? One of y'all take somebody talking points?
Nah, I didn't think anybody was talking points.
I mean, that's common sense. I mean, shit,
I don't know what talking point he talking about. That's what I'm asking. I don't know. He might be talking to me, but I doubt it, because I don't take talking points. If I do, let me know if I don't give credit. That's what I'm asking, because I don't know.
Hey, ask him.
If I did, let me know.
Yeah. Like, I don't know which one he's talking about. I mean, common sense. I mean, I speak like this in general. I mean, I hear a lot of people talk about talking points. Y'all still, I'm like, look, can we just have a conversation on the perspective that we all agree on this particular topic?
He talking about he said red pill talking points.
All right, red pill talking points, common sense talking points, Mansfield talking points. I mean, can we all agree that it's a talking point that's agreeable and it's logical, makes sense, and we could move on from it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
masculine talking.
I agreed. I just wanted to know because I wanted to make sure it wasn't me, but most likely it's not me. So that's why I asked, because I'm like, I don't think it's me, because I try to come my own talking points, and if I do say certain things, I'll be like, shout out to so and so, because like when I say son husband, that's Coach Greg Adams, but I say it on a regular because goddamn it, that shit is real. It's funny, but I tell
Like
people,
I like Betty Mills and Johnny. That's not the BOA song. What's the name? I get credit when he say that.
you know. So yeah, that's what I say. I just want to make sure, yeah, because we ain't trying to take nobody talking points at all without getting them credit. Because I don't need nobody, getting mad and doing a video about me. I get enough dislikes from baby mama terrorism and simp enforcements just in my comments and emails. Latif, I know you want to talk about me. That's why I said I wanted to know, because we do want to give people credit. Now, like for example, Game of Last Matter said new terminology by Judge Palmer, simp supremacy, but Jaylon said it and I repeated it, but I'm gonna be saying it now. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, Jaylon said this shit. I repeat that.
Yeah, that was funny as hell though.
He said it low, or he said it when you were speaking and I heard it. I'm like, yeah, simp supremacy. Hey man, salute to the baby mama terrorists, bounty hunters, man. But it's all good. Check this out. We're gonna shut it down, but before we go, we gotta know, is this dude Judge what his name? Judge McCree, Judge Wade McCree, whatever. Is he found innocent or guilty for being a simp enforcer for a baby mama terrorist to try to set the father up for failure and still do the motherfucking case? Is he innocent or guilty? I want to know, y'all. You let me know. You let me know. You let me know in this bitch. Excalibur says Judge guilty.
Guilty off with his head.
Guilty as fuck, 100%. Can't make this shit up.
Jaylon says guilty and guilty. Yeah, Top Dog Killer says guilty. Wise says guilty. Hey, Bailiff, Game of Lives Matter. What you think, bro? Seven Holiday says guilty. You can't make this shit up. Abdul says guilty, all charges. Hell yeah. Shit. Perfect Blackness, I'm glad you're still in the building. He says guilty. He's still out here running for child support too. He says guilty. Seven Holiday says guilty on all counts. Hell yeah. Taekwon said no contest.
Hey, can't even go for no appeals. Can't even come up for no appeals.
Hell yeah. Logan says guilty and he should lose his damn job. Yeah, I don't feel sorry about losing the job. Hell no. This ain't about him feeling sad for him. No. Hell no. K6 Mill say unanimous guilty. Peaceful Pulley says guilty. Peaceful Pulley says guilty. Hell no. Jaylon said emasculated male simp supremacist. Yeah, that sounds perfect. Pan Africa says guilty by stupidity, 100%. Rashid says guilty. Where's the rope? Facts. Daniel Gaines says guilty as fuck. This who y'all be going up against the baby mama terrorists with, though. I'm telling you, these simple for you gotta know all this shit. He says Pan Africa say or guilty by sympathy. Blake Legacy says guilty for trying to be a sex symbol by taking a selfie with his shirt off. LOL. Jay Rizzle, shout out to him for the $10 donation. He says red pill, MGTOW, high value, change the laws of your mind, etc. Well, oh yeah, let me go back then. Nah, change the laws of your mind has not been around for decades, so let me change that back. That just started with me. Red pill, MGTOW, high value, etc. been around for decades under other names. Do you think people today have been in any of this stuff? This is documented proof of this stuff going back years, kill the bullshit. Well, you know what? I will say this, bro. When they talked about the red pill, I don't know how long red pill. I didn't know about red pill till within the last couple of years. But when they talk about the definition of how you carry yourself, how you is, and how your father is, then I was red pill back in the day, because a lot of the shit that they do now, or how they talk about it, I was doing. Even when they talk about the high value part, I was doing. Now I ain't gonna lie, back then I wasn't making 100,000, but I was one of the because Kevin Samuels go by 5 or 6 that makes you a high value. So I just went off his logic. I was 4 or 5 out of the 6. I didn't have 100,000, but I carried myself like I was a high value man with the suits, business, doing I call myself the self-made CEO. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, you know, I used to be Black Gaddafi for my music. That's why I say Mr. Palmer. So yeah, it might not have been the name or the term, but that I was doing. A lot of y'all was doing it. Hell, what else? Like MGTOW, going my own way, or living a free agent lifestyle. Before I had a kid, I was living a free agent lifestyle. I'm 42, only been in 4 real relationships because I was living a free agent lifestyle. Didn't realize I was. And I wish I'd have known Coach Greg Adams years ago, because if I did, a lot of stuff I wouldn't have been doing. I'd be living a free agent lifestyle. So yeah. Yeah. So yeah, of course. Sometimes history repeats itself. Look at the hairstyle. You got the high top fade is back in style. You have the side swipes back in style. All this stuff. But like I say, I don't argue. I respect about, the manosphere with the red pill, the MGTOW, however you choose it. Long as it make you better as a man, that's all I care. But that's why I say, as a whole, I say change the laws of your mind. Whether if you go to all these different routes, whether if you listen to so-and-so, but just, like I say, in order to be a high value man, it starts with the mentality and change your ways and fixing yourself, getting yourself in order. You could be a high value simp and all that, but why would you want to be a high value ass simp? Why you want to be a high value weak nigga? Why you want to be a high value? She done used me up. Why? So you have
see. I was like so-called red pill because I'm a history buff and a conspiracy theorist. You know what I'm saying?
You have to change the laws of your mind, man. You have to change the laws of your mind, 100%. But yeah, shout out to Jay Rizzle for that, man. Appreciate you, my brother. Also want to give a shout out to Anthony McClinton for the $20 donation. Appreciate you also, my brother. Let me get back to the guilty though. Leroy says guilty as hell. Send the judge and her to jail. 100% facts. Taekwon says looks goofy, LOL. Quincy X says guilty as shit. What else? Quincy X says guilty as shit again. Man, I don't know about the purple pill, black pill, red pill. I just go off what I hear, man, with the red pill, like Daniel Gaines said, the red pill, it's a mindset. Yeah, that's all it to me is a mindset. And I think a lot of us was already red pill before red pill was involved, especially people who's in their 40s and late 30s, mid 30s, man. Shit. We just didn't know that was the term. And that's cool. I don't have no problem with it. I don't know. They say a white dude made it, then some Chinese dude come out the woodwork talking about he made it, made the manosphere. I don't entertain none of that goofy mog shit. How the fuck a Chinese dude made a black manosphere? Fuck out of here. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of shit, I just, is that what y'all say? Cool. You know what I'm saying? All I'm trying to do is change the laws of my mind and get myself in order and hope for others to do the same shit. Game of Life Matter says guilty. What you finna say, bro?
Yeah, like I said, I was so-called quote-unquote red pill just off my family alone, and I'm a history buff and a conspiracy theorist. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when I start seeing blue patterns, because we number social condition creatures anyway, I start seeing them and point stuff out years ago that's playing out today. People looking at me to like either I'm crazy or I'm some kind of prophet, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna get paid for it now. Like Kevin Samuels, forget this.
I ain't mad. And you know what? Maybe one day we can talk about the different aspects of the red pill, the black pill, the purple pill. I only go off what I hear people talking about.
Yeah, I'm black pill. I'm black pill. Yeah,
right,
that's
what I'm saying. We could definitely talk about that, and because I do want to know more about this black pill, and we could talk about so I can learn for myself as well. Because like I said, I'm just changing the laws of my mind. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want others to do, and that goes for whoever, man. Even a woman can change the laws of their mind. They want to better themselves, and they just got to take accountability and do for themselves. Stop making excuses and talking about, well, I got with Pookie because wasn't nobody else around, ass nigga. I ain't trying to hear all that shit. And Taekwon said gold pill. That's what I'm saying. I want to learn that. We're gonna definitely talk about that, man. But as we see that, unanimously, motherfuckers guilty. Game of Lives Matter said Judge Wade is guilty of all charges of. Let me put that. I know what that means. That means that
Here I come to save the day.
Simp supremacy. And, you know, here I come to say the day of Derek Jackson and Umar Johnson scamming crimes that should be sentenced to serve 40 hours of watch time of the lead attorney. But yeah, man, I'm finna go on and get the fuck off. I have to tell y'all, the person that won, that donated the most money was Quincy X. He donated the $40 cash app. I appreciate everybody that donate because I need all donations I get so I get off this couch. You know what I mean? Email me at babymamatez@gmail.com, Quincy X, and then I'll have that shit sent. I'm gonna do it today. Might take a couple of days, but I'm gonna put it right at the mailbox. Go right to the post office and send that to you. Send me your information as soon as you can. The high value deadbeat shirts will be out. The hats will be out, and also gonna do the same thing soon with the face mask. So I appreciate y'all. Shout out to Jay Rizzo once again for the $5 donation. By the way, I love to change the laws of your mind, saying it holds you responsible for your situation. My issue is this made up beef over credit. I hear you, 100%. Facts. Oh man. Hey, bro. Pan African, hit me up on my email as well. Black babymamatez@gmail.com. Just let me know who y'all is, and then send me your number. We can definitely talk. Because if I got my own line as well that I'm be doing talking and consultation. It's not free, but I'll just try to get everything in order because I do want to do life coaches for guys who need help and assistance on not necessarily about child support, just other things in life. Because like I say, when it comes to change the laws in your mind, it's about everything. It ain't just about just child support or, you know, just a baby mama tears. We have to get ourselves in order, man. Because if not, we the ones gonna be set up for failure. And all they're gonna do is walk over us and say, hey, it's your fault. It is what it is. You can't make this shit up. Appreciate you, fam. I want to give a shout out to Game of Lives Matter for the $5 donation. Also, sorry I was late today. I was putting a crease in my new love seat couch. It's so good to be a high value deadbeat. Yeah, it is. Facts. These stupid bitches don't even know what a deadbeat is. But they sit back and say, you a deadbeat? Yep. Well, I'm a high value deadbeat hoe. So that's how I say about that. This week I'm gonna try to get Daniel Gaines on here because he was talking about he know about the laws and situations like this as well. I got so much shit I gotta talk about in post. You just can't make this shit up. Zachariah says guilty. That nigga guilty. LOL. And I want to get a shout out to my boy Wise because Wise is doing behind the scenes editing and behind the scenes mixing on the music because the Pump and Dump will be coming out. Just trying to get everything ordered, doing it the right way. The Baby Mama Test song will be out there for y'all to download and everything else, and also music videos as well with me and Ramil. So shout out to Ramil as well. He out here definitely cooking and doing the Lord's work. Warhammer says guilty as hell. Guilty as hell. Shout out to you. So yeah, Jaylon, Mr. O, what's your last word before I get off this bitch?
Yeah, I just wanted to say we fuck with the channel. Y'all put us up on a lot of game about the laws of the country and you know how expose the reality of these judges. And we appreciate the channel. We fucks with what you do.
Man, 100%.
Yeah, man, I'm glad I let you go ahead and use this topic right here. I mean, I didn't know you was gonna go this deep into it. You opened my eyes to a whole lot of stuff I didn't even know about the situation. And now even looking at it, the baby mama terror is even more of a deadlier light, man. This is like a gorilla in the mist. Like, yo, cover y'all six, gentlemen. Watch y'all back. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Keep your Johnson between your pants. You even know who she is. Other than that, he guilty as hell, guilty as fuck, and he should have knew better.
Yeah, 100%.
Before you go, I got one question.
Yeah.
When can baby mama terrorists still get child support when their kids go off to college? You know, like when they're 19, 20, and so on.
I can tell you. Let me tell you about that in Illinois. If you in New York or Florida, yeah, 21, whether they're in college or not. But if you in Illinois, I can tell you about Illinois, you off child support, but it's still, you might as well count the child support because they have to take you back to court and say, well, my kid is going to college. He need to pay a portion. And the answer with Pan African and Latif say yes. It is. The answer is yes, but how they do it is same thing. They go by both incomes, and they might tell you, okay, well, you qualify to pay 20%. So then they go off what y'all both have to pay. So if you got to pay part of the books, or if you got to pay part of the tuition, it'll be 20%. So it's not child support, but it's child support because they tell you could pay it out of pocket or they could take it out of your check. It's optional. Here in Illinois, it is. So technically, it's child support. Because to me, a baby mama terrorist do that shit because they still want to try to snatch something away from you, even though I don't go to the baby mama terrorist. Because my thing is, I can give money to my kid out of my own pocket. I don't need you to go to court tell me to help pay in my child's college tuition. See, so that's what I'm saying. They full of shit.
Damn.
Yeah, so yeah, if they go to college, check on the state though, because some states don't do it. I think Texas say you 18, that's it. I don't know if you go to college. Some states like, yeah, you go to college, yeah, she can take you back. You know what I'm saying? That's if she take you back.
All right.
Yeah, she have to take here in Illinois. She got to take you back. They don't just say okay, continuation. She had to start over, do the process. And I know that's gonna happen to me. I don't give no fuck. I don't. Not at all. I'm good. You know, high value deadbeat. Whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Shout out to Quincy X. Quincy X says, the Quran says, do no favor seeking gain. Donate the shirt to someone who thinks deserve it, my brother. And that's the one who won. So definitely shout out to my brother Quincy X for that. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Appreciate you. Anthony McClendon donated $20. So if you up in here, bro, send me a email with your information and I can send a shirt out. If you're still in here, if not, hopefully I'll catch you on a rebound and if I see you, I'll remind you. So he was the next one. Jay Rizzle donated 10, then he donated, I think, 5. But Anthony was the next one. He donated $20. So shout out to Anthony McClinton for that. I don't know if he's still in here. If he is, just email me. And like I say, I'm gonna be doing shit. I'm gonna be doing shit with other stuff, and then, you know, other raffles, giveaway, and stuff like that. Because I appreciate y'all who come on the platform, support what I do, and trying to definitely help build the platform. Because it need to be heard, it need to be spread. It's not gonna be commercial like everybody else, but it's gonna spread enough where y'all can commercially put that shit out there. JJ Green says, I already said guilty, but I'm from Chicago, so I'm voting twice, so guilty as fuck. 100%, fam. But I appreciate y'all too coming on. Y'all don't have kids, so it's good to hear people that don't have kids that's living a free agent lifestyle that can understand what we talking about when it comes to this court system. And of course, y'all want to learn so y'all don't go be in this situation like this, because this can happen to anybody. It happened to this pussy ass judge, it can happen to you. So,
now we the first generation of kids that grew up, you know what I'm saying, here how black men was being deadbeats, walking away, do all that good stuff. And we grow up to be the men that we used to our mamas and aunties try to raise us to be the good old man, right? And guess what happened? We the most single dudes on any scale in history because look, either our standards is too high or our women are too low quality.
Right. So, and don't never lower your standards just to have somebody around. Fuck them. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. These baby mama tears lower their standards to get with Pookie and Garland, Gibson, and everybody else. That's what they do. That's their job. Because they so desperate and lonely, don't nobody want their ass, and they ain't gonna tolerate their bullshit. Oh, man. Never mind. Jay Rizzle donated $20, paying my child support, also said guilty. So now, to be Jay Rizzle, actually, you have to send me the email and give me information because he won, because he basically donated $45. No, he didn't. He donated $35. So shout out to Jay Rizzle. He actually got it. It ain't too late because I ain't off, but he got it. Shout out to you, Jay Rizzle. So email me at babymamatez@gmail.com. You get the high value deadbeat shirt. Send me the address, your name, and I'll take it to the post office. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in. I had a good time, and I always have a good time. And I appreciate y'all support. Thank y'all too for coming on as always, because like I say, you gotta lead by example by any means necessary. So all right, y'all too. Y'all be easy, man. I will be back on tomorrow, of course. I don't know what time, but I'll be back on tomorrow. So y'all
All right.
cool. Yeah, y'all be cool, be easy. Hey, email me
All right.
too. Both of y'all email me, man, so I get y'all information. Cause you in Chicago, Mr. O, man, y'all this motherfucker. Game of Lives Matter with the $30 donation. I need a high value deadbeat. I work hard, put the crease in my love seat. LOL. I need my BMT set up. Both of y'all paid. Hey, both of y'all paid. Wait a minute. Jay Rizzle paid 35. You paid, and basically you paid 35. Somebody got to pay Tay-Bo because I only got one shirt. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I appreciate it. Y'all, man, y'all ain't playing. I need a high value deadbeat, sir. Deadbeat. I work hard putting the crease in my little seat couch. LOL, I need my BMT set up. LOL. Hey, appreciate you, Game of Lives Master Bailiff. But now, give me what's his name? What was it at? Where's it at? Jay Rizzle, email me your information. Since y'all tied up. Nah, Jay Rizzle, don't say damn, you good. Since y'all tied him up, because I'm finna get off. Since y'all tied up, man, I'll send both of y'all a shirt. So don't worry about it. Jay Rizzle, send me your address, bro. Send me your address and your name. BabyMamaTears@gmail.com. Send it to me and I got you. Game of Lives Matter, I got you. We'll talk. Don't even worry about it. But I appreciate both of y'all. I appreciate Quincy X because y'all need to thank him because he the one said, you know what I'm saying? He's giving it out to whoever he see fits, need it. He's doing it for the love, which all y'all doing it for the love, but he willing to pass the shirt off, and that's what people do under Islam, and he would definitely get his blessing. Inshallah. So yeah, y'all be easy. Y'all be good. But Jay Rizzle, like I told you, BabyMamaTears@gmail.com. Definitely hit me up. And BMT Bounty Hunter said guilty in all counts. So since he's guilty, we're going to lock him up and throw away the key. And not only that, while he's up in the motherfucker, he get the MGK. He don't deserve to get out no time. But yeah, I enjoy myself. Good topic with these infamous judges and baby mama terrorists. You got to learn from this, take heed from this. This shit has always been going on, but we didn't know because we wasn't involved in. We didn't give a damn. Now we do. So y'all need to realize that these judges that y'all be trying to go at and go against, you might be dealing with one of those. He might not be hitting your baby mama tears, but he has some type of lust and type of looks and shit like that behind closed doors, want to jack up underneath the goddamn bench. So y'all be cool, man. I'm Mr. Palmer, and this conversation is over. Fuck child support. Peace. Well, hold on. Before I go, let me make sure. One more thing. Okay, I'm glad I look. I got 2 dislikes. He's a pervert. Shout out to Gamers Lives Matter, $5 donation. Cut the shirt in half and I will split it with the winner. LOL, you definitely know how deadbeat. We are a jury of the chat. Love you guys, 100%. But yeah, Jay Rizzle, send me that information. I got 2 dislikes. I got 221 likes. Appreciate everybody who not even subscribed, but I hope y'all subscribe and definitely spread the word and keep this shit going, because as long as we make this grow, I can continue growing. But before we go, for the second dislike, you know how I do. Appreciate you also for the dislike.
I can't see you though, bitch.
Not at all. This conversation is over. Fuck child support. Peace. Baby mama terrorist. BMT.
It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups.
Riding around trying to play the role, Miss Innocent with an evil soul. In public wearing fake hellos, behind closed doors she rocked them horns. I moved on, she wanna teach me a lesson. Can't see my kids, man, I'm stressing. Couldn't see my son to give me his. Shout out to my boy the Bill with a $5 donation. OJ Simpson and Ray Caruth are America's heroes. BMT bounty hunters for real. Shout out to you, my brother. Appreciate you to the fullest. Baby mama terrorist. BMT.
It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups.
Riding around trying to play the role, Miss Innocent with an evil soul. In public wearing fake hellos, behind closed doors she rocked them horns. I moved on, she wanna teach me a lesson. Can't see my kids, man, I'm stressing. Couldn't see my son to give me his present. She got married to teach me a lesson, telling people she did nothing wrong, knowing that well since I moved on. Thought that money would keep me home. Hell no, bitch, I'm gone. I don't know what you lost your mind. Try to say my name, but I know your kind. Saying I'm a deadbeat bitch, you lying. Fighting in court, man, I'm trying to be a father to my kids. She focus on the wrong shit, worried about another being instead of us co-parenting. Put my kids in grown folks' business, telling them lies, bitch, you wicked. Split personality, oh yeah, you twisted. Never thought I'd go through this.
It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
Bitch, fuck all y'all. Damn.